Okay. All right, we live.
All right.
I begin. One more again.
Take two.
Yeah.
Trying to see if there's a way I can redirect the other viewers back over here.
You can just share the link in the other chat.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, what up?
Good.
All right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll just retweet the new one. Shit. Yeah. Well, not a lot in gaming news, but there's a lot of news in other stuff. Right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Is there really?
All right. Yo. Had a little minor technical difficulty. But yeah, we here now. I think it happened early and not when we actually got started.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's up, man? What's happening?
What's popping, man?
So, chilling, man.
Everybody had a good week.
Yeah.
I'm just glad that I'm off this Sunday because Game of Thrones the finale comes out, so I don't have to wait till I get home to watch it.
Hold on, is that Attic? Is that Attic?
That's it.
Yeah, it is.
Oh shit! Your balls finally dropped. What the hell?
Look, man, I can't help that I work on Sunday.
Nah,
okay?
fam. We heard you wasn't gonna show up unless you had kids smooth on your hip.
I never said that.
Oh,
I think you did. I think you, so
well, I'm here and kid's not here. So what's that about?
He gave you your balls back.
I don't know, man. Kid's not here, and I'm here. I need some answers.
Listen, Kid Smooth was like, "Honey, take your balls and go ahead on the show. I can't make it."
Look,
you know what I'm saying?
I work on Sundays. I can't help that.
Yeah, crazy.
The moment I found out I didn't work this Sunday, I hit you up immediately.
True, he did. Definitely
did.
What's
up, man. Yeah. We glad you're here, man. You work in the seasonal department at Walmart, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yo, shout out to DJ the Kind. He said another week of greatness. P.S. John Wick 3 was fire.
That's what I've been hearing.
I need to see that.
Y'all surprised though? Like y'all surprised? Like the last two movies wasn't fire? Y'all surprised?
Last two was fire.
No, but they're saying this trumps those.
I think the real thing people are surprised is they keep finding new ways to invent that brand. Like,
yeah, this probably be the last movie though. Hopefully,
I'm not sure there's going to be a.
I'm not going to. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, they set it up for a 4. Yeah.
Oh, they just gonna run it into the ground. Okay. All right.
I mean, Rocky.
You know they do that with everything now.
Hey, what else is Keanu Reeves gonna do? You know, like, come on.
They're gonna do Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
That's what I've been hearing. That's what I've been hearing.
Gonna be amazing.
That's confirmed.
I want to see that.
Me, thank you.
But wait,
you're a weirdo anyway, Candace. So it's understandable.
Bill and Ted post 50? I don't know.
I mean, it's gonna be a little weird because they're old as hell. But like, that reminds me.
Hey, well, if they get Bill and Ted, they better give us another Friday. Fuck it.
I mean, yeah, I'm down for that.
I actually would really like to see
I thought that was in the works.
Ice Cube confirmed that for the 25th anniversary.
Isn't there gonna be another Bad Boys?
You a weirdo.
Yeah, Bad Boys 3.
I'm a weirdo for Friday.
Nah, I was just being an ass. I'm down for both.
What the hell is wrong with you, kids?
She's horny. That's all. That's what it is.
Yo,
that old head dropped her. You know what I mean? That old head dropped off.
Oh,
so, you know what I mean? She feeling some type of way.
Why are you getting that twisted on purpose when you know I dropped her?
No, she dropped you. We know the truth.
All right.
She was in my inbox. She told me
let Hard8 be right. You know that. Let him be right
about it. Look at this nigga Drew. He's still mad he didn't get that Xbox. Still mad he didn't get that Xbox. He got a Switch. He didn't get that Xbox. He's still mad.
He's still talking about that.
Shit ain't got no games anyway.
Hard8, yeah, you right.
It ain't got no games anyway, man. You all right.
Hey, man, you right.
How crazy, man.
You big, but here we are, man. Episode 45. We almost to 50. We almost to a half a man. We still perfect on the year. We here, man. AGS episode 45. We're gonna go ahead and get into these intros. Let's just go ahead and start with the guest, the man that got his balls back. Go ahead, Addict.
So my name is Gaming Addict. I officially have my balls back, I guess. But I definitely apologize for taking so long to come on here. Regardless what people on this podcast seem to think, I do work on Sundays. But I actually haven't missed an episode of this show because I work on Sunday. I watch this literally the moment I get to work because I work 4 to 12.
That's what's up.
So I've literally never missed an episode. You guys keep me entertained for about half my shift.
That's what's up. Don't rage quit this podcast. You know how you do. You know how you do, player.
There was more things going on there than that, but we won't get into that.
All right, the next guest.
Pisana. Is he there? Hey,
Hello?
Pisana, you there? Brother Pisana. Maybe he left.
All right, well, go ahead, Ravish.
Hey man, you know how to get me. Hit me on Twitter. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the guests, the panel. Yeah, let's get into it.
All right. Hold on. Let me see. All right, let me get this super chat. Shout outs to Clifton, the colored milkman. He said, laughing my ass off. Hard8 was right about BG. I never followed or even interacted with him. And he blocked me because I like.
He did that to me too.
He blocked me because I like the tweet of Tony exposing him flagging on Twitter.
Oh shit!
So
I never even had a conversation with him.
Oh, you blocked
He blocked you?
Yeah, he blocked me. I never even talked to him.
He's pulling a pyro now? Oh man.
Yeah, I never.
Yeah,
even talked
hey,
to
you
that
know
nigga.
what? I never said anything to him either. He actually blocked me once I became a member.
Yeah, I think
of the
everybody.
podcast. He blocked me right. Yeah, he was.
I think everybody on this motherfucker block. And that dude that gave the podcast, well, the dude that was talking about me last week, I'm quite sure he done got exiled too. So
That shit was funny.
yeah, that shit was
blocked,
hilarious.
But
That
once
nigga-
he created a new account, like he
he
forgot
was-
to block me.
Y'all hear
again,
me? Hello?
Yeah, what up?
Hey, what up, Pisana?
Oh, Candace,
Yeah,
you
my
was
fault.
blocked too.
You was
I
blocked too,
was.
Candace?
Yeah, I was blocked a while ago because of some corny shit when BG and Jack Move were saying some shit, and I just posted something funny, like not even going in, and he blocked me. It was funny.
Man, that nigga ego is ridiculous. Jesus
Shout out to
Christ.
OG Vlogcast channel, man. He said, "What's up, fam? What's happening, player? Appreciate you." Yeah, that dude, man. That video was funny as hell, though. That nigga was in his feelings. You know where he at?
And he was like, "Well, I'll watch it."
That shit was too funny.
Hey
But
yo,
yeah,
y'all
anybody
think-
that appear on here probably blocked, man. Except Melon. I don't think Melon blocked.
I'm not blocked.
I haven't looked. I haven't.
Oh yeah, Dark Cloud, you've been
Oh,
on that
Dark Cloud.
podcast.
Yeah.
I'm not blocked.
What's funny is during that whole Shekro challenge, we wasn't allowed to block Melon in the chat on YouTube. He was saying some shit that people would have to say super chats to say.
Hey man.
Oh, so it's all good. Hey, go ahead. The guest Persona.
Yeah. What's up, guys? Gaming with Persona. Definitely appreciate the invite, and looking forward to talking some good news.
You got a YouTube channel, right?
Yeah. Gaming with Persona. It's a little dry right now.
Oh, okay.
You know, like I said, real world responsibilities kind of took over in that regard.
All right.
Go ahead, Melon.
Yo, it's Melon. Y'all hit me up on Twitter. Shout out to the guests for being here. Let's get into the topics, man.
All right, go ahead, Drew.
Drew Games, check out my channel, man.
Yeah. All right, Dark Cloud.
What's good, everybody? Let's get to these pockets.
The what?
Pockets?
What's that,
The
pockets?
pockets? We counting people pockets today?
All right, well, whatever. Go ahead, Cycle.
What up, y'all? This is Cycle. Let's get to it.
All right, you good this week, player?
I'm good every week, man.
Oh man.
I'm good every week.
Sure,
every week, man.
All right, man. All
Just be
right.
careful, man.
Yeah,
Hey man, just don't test that gangster.
I'm just recovering from the weekend, but
Oh,
gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right.
All right, go ahead, Candace.
What's up? Let's just get into it.
All right. So yeah, we got there, everybody. Yeah, episode 45. We here. Shout outs to Jay. He said, if I take that 6-hour road trip, what you gonna say? Shout outs to the super chat. And yeah, so a lot of things to talk about. I guess we can get to some of this gaming shit. What we had on the gaming front. Oh, I don't know.
Sony and
The whole
Microsoft.
Sony and Microsoft.
Yeah,
joining
team
up.
up.
Also we got, if anybody cares, the Switch outsold the PS4 in Japan or something like that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
If
They're
anybody-
big on handhelds anyway, though. That's
It's
like
not. It's not crazy.
I'm
They
not
don't really.
surprised.
yeah,
They
it's
don't really
actually
care.
not actually
expected.
surprising.
Yeah, they don't care about consoles.
Yeah, they all handheld. Over
They're
there.
living.
Well, you can't fit a
setup doesn't
console
let it.
inside your house anyway in Japan. So
Yeah, don't
Yo,
you live in a
that's
capsule.
crazy.
No, a lot of them do live in small areas.
Yeah, they live in them capsules and shit or some shit like that.
yeah, man.
So yeah,
It's like that in Chinatown over here.
yeah. So I mean, just look at the U.S. sales compared to the
funny.
Japan sales.
Check the DM.
Yeah. What the hell?
Let me see. You talking about the Twitter DM? Oh shit.
Yeah. So it is what it is, man. Anybody shocked by this news?
Nah, it's. I mean, they probably treat it like I do, a handheld only. So I'm
So
not
they-
surprised.
I mean, that's how most people treat it. Because once you hook it up to a TV, it looks even worse.
I don't think I've ever docked.
I have
my
legit
Switch.
never even taken my dock out of the box. So
I
Oh,
docked
God.
it when I first got it, but besides that, I've never did it at all.
Yeah. Hey, Drew, then you got a Switch, right? How's your experience?
Hey man, we talked about this already.
You're already bored, right? You're bored of that shit.
Hardy, we
already, right?
talked about this already.
How was your experience? You know, you got live 2K and
Look,
all that on the Switch.
I can't get myself excited for Yoshi and Kirby and shit like that. I feel like I grew out of that shit in the Nintendo 64 era, man.
Didn't I tell you that shit? As soon as you played Mario or in Zelda, you can go.
Yeah, you're gonna be bored of that shit. Dog.
I try to get myself to buy Smash, and I look at the pictures, and I'm like, I can't do this shit, man. I can't.
Yo, I haven't played Smash since the fucking GameCube.
Well, I mean, who's using the Switch as the main console, anyways? Everybody knows anything Nintendo does is complimentary. So
nah, I have a
I want
coworker
the
who's
Astral
using it
Paint,
as
though.
his main console.
Oh, for real?
nah,
Yeah.
never.
I keep trying to get him to get a PS4, and he's like, "Why would I need that? I have a
Are
Switch."
you? Are you?
I know a
Oh,
bunch
man.
of people. I know a bunch of
said
people
that?
that
Who said
uses
that,
the
man?
Switch as their main.
My
system.
coworker.
Man,
How?
the last time I had a standalone console that was Nintendo, that was the N64. Like,
I've legit
Yeah.
never had a
I think mine
Nintendo
was the
standalone
GameCube.
console.
and then I had a PlayStation anyway, so I can't really say that. Maybe Super Nintendo. Shit. Yeah.
Yeah, that shit.
Let me
Astral
get,
Chain look fire though. I'm getting that.
yeah, that platinum.
I'm good
Yeah,
on
that's-
platinum.
Astral Chain, yeah. I'm actually getting Marvel Alliance. That looks fun.
Ew.
looks
that
horrible.
looks
Yeah, that looks
terrible.
weird.
That
That
looks
looks
I'm
like
getting it.
shit.
I'm gonna play
Hold on,
it.
what game is that?
Marvel
Ultimate
Alliance.
That
3.
literally looks like something you'd buy on the GameCube.
It literally looks like a cell phone game.
Yeah, I was about to
That
say.
literally will allow me to play as Storm. And
Oh my god.
can you
Oh,
tell
you
me of
gonna buy
another
that
game
and
that's
play
gonna
as
let
well?
me do that?
You gonna buy a game
Hey,
just
we got a
play
couple
one
super
character?
chats.
Really?
Storm was my main in
Candace,
Cat-
she's
what's
not
up?
real.
Uh-oh.
I don't know how you want to like rush off Storm. She's not real. All right.
Anyway, we got some.
She's
super
buying
chats.
the M-rated one.
Shout outs to Hers Guide. He said, Hardy and Cass, do you listen to Jonah Lucas or Dax?
Yeah, I listen
Really
to
dope
Jonah.
upcoming rappers.
Yeah, more
Joyner's
Joyner than
fire.
Dax,
Joyner
but
Lucas
Dax
is
is
all
good
the way.
too.
Nah, I listen to neither one of these guys.
Nope.
I don't understand that about you, Hardy. It be lyrical rappers, and you just don't want to listen to them.
I don't
Well,
listen to them.
He probably just never heard of him. I never heard of them niggas.
I
How
heard
you
of Jonah
don't-
Lucas.
Wait,
I
Well,
never
Dark
heard of
go
Cloud,
him.
ahead and
you
listen to some of that
Dark
stuff.
Cloud, we had a conversation about Joyner Lucas. What are you talking about?
Wait, you
Nah,
said you
not with
never
me.
heard of Joyner Lucas?
Nah.
Did you miss Eminem's Kamikaze album that came out?
Yeah.
No, I heard the album. Are they on it?
Oh, bro.
They
Oh
got
my
a video
God.
together. They got a vid
They
together.
We got a
right?
whole video together.
Yeah.
Literally one of the best songs on that album.
Literally
What name
the
is the song?
most. Yeah, it was. what
Yeah,
was
that
it
shit
called?
was fire.
Is
dog.
Lucky
That shit was
You.
Fire.
Yeah.
Lucky
Like
Oh,
that
okay,
shit is
that
so
guy?
hard.
Yeah,
Yes.
that song is fire. Other than
Yeah.
that, I've never
Yeah.
listened to anything else
That's
that he's done.
Joyner.
Yeah.
And he,
That's
and
Jonah
did,
Lucas.
he did that song, I'm Not a Racist, right?
Yeah.
That's the best, one of the best videos I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, leave it. Go ahead.
Yeah, shout outs to Matt Laser. He said, super chat. He said, my water is about to get cut off tomorrow, but I'm still here showing my support regardless. Here goes some gas money for the week. AGS.
Bro,
Code.
Hey man,
Don't do
Shout
that.
outs.
hey man, send that man his
Don't
money back, man.
Don't do that.
Send that man his money
It
back.
is literally not that serious. Don't do that.
Water get cut off
Appreciate it,
tomorrow.
though,
That's funny
but,
as hell, man.
I mean, yeah, but
Basically, what
don't
he's
do
trying to
that.
say is, even though his water getting cut off, he's still showing that love, man. So Shout outs to Matt Laser. We appreciate it, player. You did. But yeah, I don't listen to them weirdos. All right.
Yo,
It's like, no, I don't really, they don't make my type of music that I be wanting to listen to. So
I don't
care
know.
if it's lyrical or shit like that. If it ain't what I want to hear, then I don't listen to it.
But you never listened
What
to
about
him, right?
Hobson?
I heard Jonah Lucas before.
I'm not. Hobson's cool. I'm not.
Wait. What? Candace, what? Did you say Hobson?
Yeah.
Wow,
His song Picasso just came out.
He would listen. I could guarantee you, Hard 8 does not listen to that trash. Listen,
All right,
you like.
Damn.
I know why you like him. I know he's basically a ripoff Black Eminem. I know why you like him, but
that's racist.
Hold on. So hold on. Is tonight the final episode of Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Thank God. Yeah, thank God.
Everybody's gonna be big mad. It's gonna be really funny on Twitter.
Damn, I'm tired of hearing about this fucking show.
Tyrion about to be sitting on the throne.
This season is the worst season ever.
It's over.
Yeah, it's over, man. They fucked it up.
Even you think there's any chance
You wanted it to be over quick.
Fire though, Rabbit.
You think
Because Record gave y'all 7 episodes and said that's it. Y'all don't like how it turns out? Fuck.
Nigga. 10 years, nigga, down the drain. 10 years.
guys,
Yo, Arya is invincible. She's invincible.
Building up to this.
If Arya dies, I swear to God, I'll start from the beginning and watch it.
She's gonna die.
Do you guys
Well,
think
I'll
there's
be
any
invested
chance?
because if they kill Arya,
No spoilers.
it's not out yet.
Yeah, true shit.
No spoilers.
We're
Black episode
speculating.
even out.
We can't speculate either.
All right, well, people had an issue. No, speculate. Don't even.
All right.
Damn. All right.
Do you guys
Somebody
think?
DM me if Arya dies though, so I can know what.
Somebody.
to
Hey, listen, jump in Candace DM. She been looking.
Yeah.
Do you guys think?
She
I
always say
don't
tweet me.
appreciate
She said,
how
hit my
hard you trying to
DM.
pimp me, Hard 8. Like for real. Like everything I say, you act like I'm looking for some. Nah, chill.
You just said jump in my DMs. They could have.
I said, tell me if Arya dies. You missed that part.
Oh,
It
because you
came
still
right
ain't catch
before
up?
it literally came right before the part you heard.
Are you telling me you still ain't catch up?
So he got selective hearing.
Yo, I binge watched 4 seasons in 3.5 days. You can definitely catch up.
Damn, Melon.
Yeah.
Do you guys think there is any way that they can make up for the season with
Nah,
the
nah, so
conclusion?
They gotta redo it.
If Arya dies,
There's
I
no way they
think
can make it
it'll.
up.
No,
They
so
gotta redo it.
yeah, so
you're not redoing shit. Y'all pussies just gonna bleed for eternity.
Yo, you know, I didn't know that they turned down doing 10 episodes.
You know why? Because
Crazy.
they're about to do
Star
the
Wars.
Star Wars series.
they're about to be a
That's
star.
why.
They're about to
Yeah.
ruin the
that's
Star
whack.
Wars
Come
trilogy.
on.
Yeah.
I think it's funny that
What you
people.
mean? The trilogy's already ruined. What you talking about?
No, they're doing a new trilogy that they're about to ruin.
Oh,
The Old Republic,
shit.
Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
Oh,
God
Yeah.
damn it! They better not fuck that
Plus,
up.
they got Watchmen coming.
Like, I
out,
don't
which
have an
is,
issue with
which
what
looks
they
great.
did and the choices they made. I have an issue with the pacing and the way they wrote the whole script.
It's
Yeah,
rushed.
the writing is terrible.
It's rushed.
But a lot of what was going on in Game of Thrones led up to this. So I feel like having
Well,
to
no,
Yo,
for
you
the
guys-
most part,
No,
I don't
no.
see no one having an issue with what they did.
I don't
It's
have
what
I don't
how
know.
they did it.
It's how they did it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's how
Okay,
they
hold
did it,
on.
not like what they did.
So what was
Do
wrong
you
about how they?
think-
What was wrong with the way they
We
did
can't
it?
really go into it because it's
no
spoilers.
spoilers.
Yeah, don't worry.
No,
We
no,
can't talk about spoilers, so let's
No,
talk
let
about
me-
something
wait,
else.
let me-
My only
Just
issue.
move on. Y'all are nerds. Start talking about this.
Hey,
Hey, yo,
Almost-
stop talking over each other.
Move
Yeah,
on.
one at a time. But I was going to answer Cycle's question without a spoiler.
No,
Like,
we don't need you to. Thank you.
you hate.
All right, shout out
You a
to,
hater. You a
we
hater.
don't need you to. Heard
hater.
guy, he
Hater.
said super chat Breaking Bad is better than Game of Thrones. So pretty much.
I might say that. I'll give it that.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
And also
better.
shout out to Killer Blackfish. He said, "Oh my God, thank God Hobson is complete trash. He is like a buttered down version of Immortal Technique, trying to give advice but has no idea what he's talking about and keeps contradicting himself."
Ooh, damn.
Hey, man, you can't trust a rapper from the San Fernando Valley, man. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
in the valley.
Trash.
Anyway, I'm gonna get
Oh, I'm
distracted.
saying Gabriel. SGV.
All
Yeah.
right, so
Don't get this nigga started, please, Candace. Please.
Yeah.
We got a new super chat. Shout out to Master. He said, "I've never been so disappointed in my life than season 8 of Game of Thrones. It could have been as good as Breaking Bad. Instead, it went downhill like Dexter."
Man, this shit
I
lit,
really
man.
feel like every episode gets
Yo,
worse.
Cycle, man.
Well, I feel like the
tripping.
only
It's
issue
lit,
with
man.
season 8.
Nah,
The
nah.
only issue with
Cycle, you
season 8
accept
is,
anything.
Cersei-
No,
Hey,
you know
man,
what?
shit.
No, I
you-
get why people like I like this last episode cinematically, but
Yeah,
then I looked at
cinematically, yeah.
I like the way then I started breaking like looking. I'm like, wait, this shit, none of this shit makes sense, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
Do you think that The Witcher
Nah,
3,
wait.
I mean, not The Witcher 3, The Witcher, the TV show on Netflix will end up being better than Game of Thrones?
It looks horrible. Like
gonna be bad.
what's his name? Cavill? Cavill looks like he's dressed up in a cosplay outfit.
I didn't like the casting for Yennefer.
It looks horrible.
Honestly.
You gotta wait and see.
They got a trailer for it?
No, but they've shown like various of a few of the actors.
Yeah.
Who they've casted already, and they don't really look good.
Who's making it for Netflix?
I'm not sure who's behind it, but I know
Some
old boy.
Because Netflix do got some competent writers. They do.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, but we're gonna have to wait and see with that one, man. But the casting looks almost as bad as that new Batman casting. But I digress.
Oh man, what about Bad Woman? You know, seen that
Wait,
that shit
are you
is
talking
trash.
about what's his face? The Twilight
Robert?
kid?
Yeah,
Robert.
Yeah.
Pattinson.
Yo, you gotta
I
give
mean,
you gotta give Robert Pattinson a chance because we all.
I'm not gonna say anything trash.
You gotta give him a chance because y'all gave Ben Affleck.
One at a time, niggas.
One at a time. Hey, it might work. It might work if Batman is emo and biting niggas on the neck. All right.
Hey, Rabbit.
Calm down, nigga.
You had an energy drink before this episode?
Actually, I did. You know what? I had a squirt. Yeah.
You got to get that persona of him
Sugar.
on Twilight out of your head, or you're never going to be able to even remotely watch the movie objective.
You have to remember he started on Harry Potter.
But he looks too soft. He looked too soft.
Listen, we'll see, man.
Editing.
Because you
people
looking
didn't
at
like
good
good
work
work
at him in
remember,
a
you
you
gotta-
looking
you
at him
gotta
in a
remember.
Twilight
Hold on,
space.
hold
Yo, people didn't like Heath Ledger as Joker.
Yeah, and then he turned out to be the best.
We just gotta wait and see.
Yeah, but this dude looked like a pencil, dog.
Yo, we knew.
But they have
He
worked
looks
out
like
rookies
a, he
that
looks like
fix
a
that.
pencil. The only way I could see him is like a Batman Beyond or Batman 2020. Other than that,
Nah.
I
But
can't
Dark
see
Cloud-
this dude throwing nobody.
Dark
actors
Cloud, a lot of
work out in
Hold
that-
up.
Dark
I
Cloud.
can't see this dude throwing anybody.
But
Who's
a
he
lot
gonna
of
throw?
people,
Hold on, one at a
break his own
time.
ribcage.
Listen. We got a lot of strong talkers in here, Attic and Radish. One at a time. When somebody else is talking, can you please be quiet?
I didn't even say anything. You hating on a player.
I'm just saying. Huh?
You hating on a player. I'm not talking.
Nah,
I'm not even talking.
I'm just saying, not right now, nigga. Stop it. Not right now. But you
Nigga,
know
yeah, all right. Nigga, look like you about to cut some hair and eat a Lunchable in this motherfucker.
one at a time.
They could easily put weight on him. They could easily.
That's what
I was
actors
gonna say,
do.
he could
They
both-
gain, lose weight.
I
gain
don't
it.
see that happening.
You think most of these actors
I'm
go in
done
there
with DC
that
anyways.
big?
Well, nah,
done
but
with
they
DC.
also put him in like bodysuits and stuff like that. But
You
I don't
remember?
think a
You
lot
remember
of
how Tobey
people-
Maguire looked in Spider-Man? Like, come on now.
I think
No,
a lot
he
of
worked
people
out for
are
that role,
still
though,
looking
Mel.
at him in
That's
that
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like,
he beefed up. Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. They could beef him up.
I just don't understand how people can be more okay with Ben Affleck than
Right.
Because he's
Robert
on
Pattinson.
Twilight.
Why you keep getting on Ben Affleck, man?
Because have you seen Daredevil and like all of
That's
the
Daredevil have to
Daredevil.
do
We
with
talking about
Batman?
Batman.
or
That's like
No,
a
not
50 years old.
listen, he's not going to do no worse than Val Kilmer, George Clooney, or Ben Affleck. 'Cause they
Oh,
was all
trash.
to me, so
I
don't
think
Ben
he might
Affleck
be
is
able to
that
pull it
bad.
off.
Also, Michael Keaton wasn't
Ben
that
Affleck
big
couldn't
either.
even move. That shit was
Christian
hard.
Bale, I hated him as Batman.
Christian Bale was a great Batman.
Are you? Why?
Cause what are you doing? Always with that
Bale couldn't
stupid
move.
shit, man.
I mean, he got to
He couldn't
decide
even turn his neck.
But if they should have gave him like a voice changer, his shit.
No,
Yo,
that would have
bro.
been worse. That would have been worse.
Nah,
Yeah.
Hey, yo, shout outs to Master. He said, "Don't judge a book by its cover." People hated Heath Ledger. Look at first. Now look at The Dark Knight. Cavill is a good actor, and he's a fan of Witcher. So
Ooh, okay.
I don't know.
we'll see. And he's supposed to be playing the new Wolverine, right?
No,
Oh,
they're talking about it.
Yeah,
Talking
He's playing the new
That's a
Wolverine.
maybe. That's a
Cavill.
maybe.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
all
not,
right.
yeah.
I don't know if they'll be able to replace Wolverine very good.
That's gonna be the hardest thing.
I don't think people are
no.
going to accept
I
anyone
mean,
they
I
put
didn't
in
think the
there.
movies was that good anyway. So
They weren't that good.
Well,
I was
it's not
over it.
that.
Old Man Logan was good.
It's not even really how good or how bad they were. He's been Wolverine so long, people won't be able to
Nah, I
accept
think
anyone
that, I
else.
think that role is open for better.
Yeah, they could do better. Yeah,
I
he
mean,
didn't-
Logan was the only good solo Wolverine movie to me.
Pretty
The rest of
much.
it was trash.
I like
I
the
think
origin one. I like that one.
X-Men Origins.
Mhm.
Wolverine.
think-
That was trash.
that Deadpool at the end, man.
That was hard.
A fucking mute Deadpool. Get the fuck out of here.
That
I
shit
don't know.
was-
I just think there's so many great X-Men characters. I'd wish they focus on others than keep redoing fucking
They got to focus on the ones that make money
Wolverine.
on.
The MCU gonna get X-Men together. Don't even worry about that. I mean,
Yeah,
Disney, Marvel. They're gonna get them together.
I just hope they don't cast them wrong.
Well, why don't you go out for an audition then? Addict?
No,
Look, man,
me and acting don't get along.
I don't trust the DC after that Batwoman shit. So I'm not riding with.
I gotta watch
That's
this.
CW though.
That's a separate division.
That's just a TV show.
That shit look awful. That shit looks
that shit trash.
That shit looks so bad. Oh man,
I think DC makes good TV shows. I like Arrow and Flash.
The CW.
Nah, Flash went down the drain after like.
No, it did kind of, yeah.
Flash went down the
What
drain.
about Arrow?
I watched like
Arrow been trash since the beginning.
Boring, dog.
I don't know about all that.
A lot of CW shows they fall.
I
off.
like Black Lightning too. That shit fire.
Someone said Addict can be the Juggernaut. These people.
All right, let's get into the one of these topics, man. We got let me see. I don't know if we want to because we ain't got much gaming, right?
Nah, not at all.
Ain't that much gaming besides Sony and Microsoft teaming up. How y'all feel about that?
Don't care.
Yeah, they doing
it's just for the servers, right? It ain't nothing else. Like no game.
Just for servers.
To me,
that game got it on Xbox. So.
To me, this is just like when Microsoft started using Blu-ray at the start of the gen. Like, it's not a big deal.
Right. So Gears is not coming to PlayStation. Uncharted is not coming to Xbox. So everybody can calm the fuck down.
I don't even know where people got made that reach for.
Corporate sleeves, man. Corporate sleeves. You know how they do.
Like, it was literally, okay, you need this. I'll do it for this much money. That's literally as far as that went. Like,
yeah, you know how they do it. Rage came out the week before. Didn't we talk about Rage last week?
No, it wasn't out. It wasn't out. Was it?
It just came out this week?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
dang.
It was
like so long ago, man. I already deleted that garbage, but
deleted it.
Yeah, I deleted that shit. Trash.
Hardy gets confused when he makes those live streams talking about. He's like, I talked about that on AGS.
Yeah, man. Y'all played it? Anybody enjoying Rage? Y'all get it?
I'm like an hour and a half fan. I like the driving and the gunplay.
The first one, so it's no point in me getting the second one.
Yeah,
just play it. That ain't true. You can just play the shit.
No, there ain't no reason to be hyped for it, I guess. I mean, you could try it out. I mean, to me, I think the first one looked better, and it just was, I don't know, it was a little bit more enjoyable.
It looked better for its time.
Well, at the time, at the time.
Yeah.
It looked really good. It still holds up pretty well.
I almost got it because Kid Smooth owes me a game for the Shekiro challenge, and after I started seeing reviews and stuff, I was like, nah, I don't want that game. We'll wait, find something else.
I don't know.
The driving and the gunplay is good in my opinion.
Basic in my opinion.
Yeah, the story is real boring. It kind of put me to sleep.
I just started it yesterday and I already put it down.
Oh,
that story was super boring.
There's an actual story?
Yeah. That shit was super boring. That's all I was trying to play was the story. I'm like, I can't get to this shit. I heard it's really short though, so
8 hours.
Yeah, well,
that's like standard now.
That's good. Goddamn. That's all I want to do is 8 hours.
So, do any of y'all know who Grand Poobah is, right?
Yeah.
No, they don't. They don't know nothing about that.
Grand
Poobah, Maxwell. Y'all don't know good music, baby. What? Damn.
Do y'all know who Lord Jamar is? Y'all watch a lot of Vlad.
Yeah, I know Lord Jamar.
Yeah. He had some comments to say about Eminem, and 50 Cent has now stepped into the arena because Eminem pretty much saved his life and gave him a chance to become who he is. Have y'all heard what he was saying about him as far as like black people don't listen to Eminem?
I heard what he said.
When you go to the club, nobody is requesting Eminem. In the car, nobody's listening to Eminem.
Facts.
Gucci Mane said the same shit.
When you work out, nobody's listening to Eminem.
Facts.
How is it facts
What are you
when
talking
I
about,
listen to
Rabbit?
Eminem all the time?
Facts. Can I
Your
talk?
ass up.
But see, that's the thing though.
I
Eminem
mean, you can talk, but like Lord Jamar is saying that no black people listen to Eminem, and
Look, check it out.
which
I
is
guess I'm not black.
I think he mean majority. I mean, I don't think he mean every single black person. He just mean overall in general.
But see, at the same time, Eminem doesn't really make club music. Like he might have like a couple club bangers on like a couple of albums, but he's not really making music that you really about to be in the club. Like let me dance. Like nobody's dancing to that.
He makes music that he can relate to, and there's nothing wrong with that. The thing is, if you're black, you probably don't relate to wanting to kill your mom or your baby mom, or
there are black
mutilate her.
black people out there
Okay,
that do that.
first of
But-
all,
I mean,
that's
there's
like
a lot
his
of
first two
Wait,
albums.
Dark Cloud. I'm talking about by and large. But here's the thing: his music, as far as nobody's disputing if Eminem's a dope lyricist. He has wordplay. He's a wordsmith, no doubt. But the production value never holds up. You can't go back and listen to "Hi, My Name Is" and really thump that. You know what I mean? Like my favorite Eminem song.
I did that the other day.
Literally just did it.
That's subjective. I feel like that's a subjective.
You guys are weirdos, but I'm talking about the majority of
Yo,
black people.
Ravager,
You
cut
can't
it
speak
out.
for the majority of black people. You
The
know the
majority of black people, not you anecdotal fucking people with blue hair. I'm not talking about.
I never had blue hair. See, that's that bullshit that some black people fall into when they try and speak for everybody.
But see,
like
this
I
is
know I'm black, so I'm gonna speak for everybody. Cut this
Right,
shit
but you're-
out. No.
Hold on. Let me
wait,
get the super chats, man. We got Hers God. He said Gears 5 is about to be lit. The female lead is weak though. And then we have Kenji, the neutral. He said, "Sup, Heart8? What's good, player? Appreciate you." And then we got Slizzle of 420. He said, "Y'all don't think Microsoft should have just said no because that's their competition?"
They want that
It's
money.
That's
like
dumb.
internet
They're
service.
turning down a bag.
That's retarded. That's like them saying, "Hey, Asus, you can't have Windows on your computers."
They want that money, man. It's all about business. They don't care about you corporate slaves and y'all the console wars. They trying to get this money.
Hey,
It's,
and
it's an online server. It's just basically cloud server. It has nothing to do with them giving games
Not even
or
part of the
sharing
gaming
secrets.
You're not listen. You're not
chill
getting no
out, man.
exclusives.
Yeah,
from PlayStation to Xbox and vice versa.
Yeah.
It's simply cloud technology and semiconductors. Like, guys,
All right, go ahead.
that's it.
Go back to the Eminem.
real quick, in conclusion of what I was going to say, Candace, I respect that you're a stan. I get it. But as far as culturally, somebody who's been in the game, listening to hip hop forever, what I will say is a cultural thing where we, as black folks, can't wait to stamp a dope white MC. I mean, it is what it is.
It's not that.
Ravish, how old are you?
What Jamar?
Ravish, how old are you?
Wait. I'm talking about what Lord Jamar was saying. Not me.
No. You said we who grew up listening to hip hop as if you're like 50 years old and I'm 10, and I'm a stan that just heard his first two albums.
Hey, I'll go back. I'll go back. Wait, hold on. I'll go back to like 89, 88. But here's the thing, though, right? So what I'm saying though is that Lord Jamar is basically trying to say that blacks, like, this is our music, we started it, and we'll stamp whoever. But then when blacks try to, like the dude from Hootie and the Blowfish, when he wanted to do country, they told him, "Nigga, get over there." And now you see with the little Nas X with the Old Town Road thing, how country white folks said, "Nigga, stay in your lane. We not fucking with you." But blacks, we stamp Eminem.
Okay, so basically,
you see what I'm saying?
I'm saying that you can't defend your argument, so you're trying to prove that other people are racist.
Did you just hear me?
I did, and I heard you call me a stan, and I heard you try and say blah blah. It doesn't make any sense. Nobody said that Eminem is the best rapper in the world. Nobody on this podcast has said that. I haven't even said Eminem is the GOAT. I just said that Lord Jamar is wrong. Hold on, let me talk. I just let you talk. Let me talk.
But I didn't say that.
Let
You're
me
lying.
talk. Okay, I'm lying. Okay, so let me talk. Okay, I'm lying. Let me talk.
Eminem is in my top 10.
So but like, I'm not even gonna rate him because based on the little things that I've said, you legit called me a stan, which is the go-to.
I didn't ask
for everyone who defend. I didn't say you did. I'm just saying because Hard8 said he was in his top 5.
Right,
Can I talk?
He's in my top 10.
Or 10, whatever. So like what I'm saying is people always try and call you a stan if you even begin to say that Eminem isn't trash when you speak on Lord Jamar. I'm not white. Lord Jamar tried to say that only white people call Eminem one of the greatest rappers out there. And that's just flat out wrong. There's plenty of black people, plenty of black celebrities, plenty of black people who I've met, even though that's anecdotal, who really like Eminem. So if you don't like him, that's cool. But you can't say, oh, black culture as a whole don't fuck with Eminem.
When's the last time you heard somebody bumping Eminem in the car, Candace?
Okay,
I've never heard anybody.
Let me interject.
You heard anybody bump Eminem in the fucking car, Candace?
Let me. I mean, in terms of Eminem, like his early work, like maybe like his first three, 4 albums, that's quality. He has fallen off in his later years, but he's already established himself as a great MC and someone that's lyrically talented up there with a lot of the greats. I mean, regardless of his skin color, you can't not deny the fact that Eminem is a great MC and his lyrics is up there with some of the best black MCs. Now, saying that doesn't take away from black people's talent and what black people have brought or cultivated when it comes to hip hop and R&B and things like that. But you still have to acknowledge the man and say that he's some type of great because he is. Like, you can't sit here and say, regardless of his skin color,
persona. What you're saying, nobody's disputing that. What I said in the beginning, what Lord Jamar was speaking to was his production value.
Lord Jamar been a hater.
Yeah, Lord Jamar was saying that there's no live. He said live black people that listen to Eminem, which is also not true because again.
Wait. No, but what resonates with me is that I never liked his production value. That's all.
That's
okay. But see, that's the thing, though. It's okay for you to. It's okay for you to not like that. It's okay for you to feel how you feel. But at the same time, you can't say that you feeling this the way you feel. And
that beat, come on, Hard8, come in. Why don't
you talking about? You talking about
production value?
Like, come on, man. Come on, listen to that animated bullshit.
First of all, Dre is his producer.
Hold on. Listen.
Hi, my name is.
That was made to be like a silly song, but he got production from The Way I Am. He did that beat. Cleaning Out My Closet. Fire, like these beats are fire. What are you talking about?
I mean, if you like,
arguably one of the best producers
we can argue,
in the game.
It's all subjective. But listen, here's the thing: it's all subjective. But you're not gonna bump that shit in your ride, like going somewhere.
How do you know?
I do it all the time.
I do it all the time.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on, let me get some more.
Man,
I mean, you can't say that. You can't say that. That's very subjective, Ravish.
Yeah,
no.
Yo, let me get to the super chat.
No, y'all niggas is talking too much. Hold up. Epic Troy, shout out to him. He said Eminem Homicide verse proves he's the GOAT. Ravish, I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Facts.
And then we got one from V Keeps It Low Key. He said, y'all sound more uncivilized than usual. That's a fact. These niggas is going crazy today. Then we got Killer Blackfish. He said, if you hear Eminem in the club as a black man, I am leaving. He sound like an angry white kid. Every weekend or Gucci can barely sing straight.
You heard about that?
And then we got Slizzle. He said, M is a great MC, but his beats and content ain't it. But it don't take nothing away from his ability. You will never catch me riding down the street, blasting it and bumping my head rapping.
Facts.
Y'all niggas wild.
See, but again, a lot of what's being said is subjective. And again,
that's what I'm saying. It's based on your taste of music. Ain't nobody gonna tell me that I can't listen to Kamikaze, Berserk. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's gonna say role model shit like that. Get the fuck out of here.
It's the same thing with how like old heads look at young dudes listening to Uzi and these other dudes. Oh, you listening to trash? You got to bump Wu-Tang and all. It's like, yo, like that's what they want to listen to right now. Not saying that, not saying that Wu-Tang or anybody else is trash, but this is the music that these young kids want to listen to now. Again, Eminem, I think a lot of people, their issue is that because Eminem is white, seeing him looked at as a great is what bothers people, not because of his body of work or even the stuff he was rapping about, but the fact that his skin color. I think that's what a lot of black people can't get past. That is because when you look at what you're saying.
Let me add to that persona. They were saying the same thing about Bruno Mars, that he's a culture vulture, that he basically seals the way like black people's music was and redoes it. So it's like he can't be one of the greats. So you can't take away from.
Not only that, but let me ask this question. Real quick. Let me ask a question.
But let me answer that real quick, Persona. Wait, Dark Cloud, what people were saying, and a lot of black people did say that, but if you're influenced by different, like his favorite artist was Prince and Michael Jackson, that's inevitable. So that's not a fair argument. But what the thing is, what I get what you guys are saying about the old school and the new stuff, I get it. But Eminem makes music that you can relate to and you like it, and that's dope. But what I'm saying, by and large, like my generation, we knew he was a dope MC, but matter of fact, one of my best friends loved him. But I told him, like, hey man, I went and bought one of the albums. I think it was called The Eminem Show. Didn't like one beat. That's just my thing, my experience. That's all.
Eminem was dope. Not only that, but he wasn't.
Yeah, what are you?
I didn't like the beat. I didn't like it. I don't know why.
You honestly just bugging.
Eminem
not
was
gonna
dope back in
Eminem
the
show.
day.
There's a lot of
Music.
other things that he was doing outside of just his solo albums. I forgot the name of the group. What was the name of the group he was with?
You don't know the group?
Slaughterhouse?
You didn't know
No,
D12?
not Slaughterhouse.
D12.
D12. Yeah, he was doing a lot of stuff with a lot of different people. Like a lot of what he was doing. Him and Exhibit when they was rapping on a couple songs. Like yo, he was doing a lot of different things outside. Like he wasn't just. Look, I'm trying to say, because you're stuck on Eminem show, and you're stuck on. You're talking about like him talking about killing his mom. That's a small demographic out of his entire discography.
Did you like Royce the 5'9"? Did you like Royce?
I like Royce.
Did you? All right. Persona. Well, he's better than Eminem, all right? And that's who was writing a lot of his shit.
I mean, that's subjective.
Though. How you
know that's subjective?
Royce respects Eminem.
Royce the 5'9" is not in my top 10, but Eminem is.
Royce was writing Eminem shit.
Exactly.
But see, Royce is not in my top 10, and Eminem is.
Persona, fall back real quick. Listen, you notice how Eminem sounds good on certain albums, and in other albums he doesn't sound good. Like the inconsistency in his writing.
No. A lot of that has to do with the fact
why
that
his albums sound so garbage, and then they sound.
Stop that.
You sound like a
lot of
hater,
that has to do with the fact that
like you don't even got valid.
I'm gonna answer that for you.
One at a time.
I'm gonna answer that for you, Ravish. I got you right now.
Hold on.
When Eminem,
Super chat, bro. Hold on, man. Super chat.
Relax. I know you're a big Eminem fan. Relax.
Yeah,
he said Eminem songs aren't for the club and dancing anyway. It's more of a mental stimulation than physical. You feel me? So yeah, I mean, hold on, we got some more. Damn, I'm way back. Gideon Alvin White, he said Lord Jamar already admitted M is a better lyricist than he is. GOAT, no. Dope, yes, and I bump him in the whip. I do too. And Master, he said, do you all like anything else besides rap and hip hop?
Yeah,
I listen to a lot of R. I'm an R&B guy.
I listen to rock. I play the guitar and the drums.
Yeah, I listen to a lot of shit.
I listen to
my music discography is very vast.
Yeah, I'm all over the place. I listen to a lot of everything: rock, trip hop.
I listen to everything. So
yeah,
I listen to Cascade, Danger Mouse. Yeah,
he keeps it low key. He said no. Beats keeps it low key. He said no. They're black. No, I listen to a lot of shit. If I showed you my playlist on Spotify, you'd be quite surprised.
Yeah,
Same. I mean,
yeah.
Again, what's the what is the stigma that being black is defined by? Guys,
but back to the Eminem shit. Eminem is fire. He's one of my top 10. His first 3 albums are my favorite, and I don't really. Of course, nobody's banging Eminem in a club. He don't make that type of music where you fucking dancing to it and shit. You damn sure can listen to Eminem while you're working out in the gym.
Yeah, I don't know what's up.
I agree with that. I
don't see why you can't ride around listening to him if that's what you want.
Hold up. That song Rap God? Yo, I was in the gym listening to that the other day.
Travis, you said facts when somebody said that.
Wait, no, I'm talking about the gym.
Yeah, you said
facts earlier when somebody said nobody listens.
Wait, you know I gotta hate. You know I'm a hater.
But then you just got mad when I called you a hater.
You got mad when I called you a stan.
Because I'm not.
No, but I'm hating.
You just admitted that you are a hater.
No, I said he's a dope lyricist, but I just can't listen to any of his music like that. But it is what it is.
Spooky right now.
No, what I'm saying is, the dude is a dope lyricist. But I mean, if you like depressing music and you want to kill your mom, go for it. Hey,
it's not all about that.
That's not all about that, bro. That was like his first 2 albums, man.
Okay, here we go. Give me that smoke.
It's way more than just him talking about killing his mom and all that shit.
Hey man, you know what? I'm really.
He did make a song about killing his baby mama too.
Yeah,
he did. But that's like
and
so
he made a song. He made a
you
ton of songs about Georgia.
He made like 3 songs about killing his baby mama.
Shit. He made a song about Bush.
Songs about killing the whole world. What the fuck is the difference?
He made a song about not saving these hoes. Like, yo, he got mad songs.
First of all, he ain't got no hoes to save, man. It is what it is.
Oh man,
Ravish, you are a hater, my
God. Can we agree? Can we agree on something?
I don't think they're agreeing with you on anything.
I'm hating all the time. So what's the difference?
Hey man, all I gotta say is, hey, MGK whip that ass. Well, go ahead, super chat.
What?
MGK,
yo, mute this motherfucker right now.
You're just exposing yourself left and right, like for real.
I'm gonna take
the only song. Name 3. Matter of fact, Ravishin, name 3 MGK songs right now.
You know what? You dead? You rap devil, and rap devil. God
You
damn it.
both.
It's like rap.
and devil.
One song from this man.
I'm taking the biggest L, but I'm going out with glory. God damn it! Fuck that.
All right, let me get to the super chat. You done talking? Let me get to the super chat.
Hey man, I need a haircut.
Fel Bank said, DC put me on this show. I need to know, why does everyone hate Melon?
Shit, I don't know.
I would like to know that as well. If y'all did.
That too. I don't get it.
Melon be attacking a lot of people on low key.
Oh yeah, Melon, you be talking shit. Oh yeah, I
he
forgot
talk
about
shit.
that.
And when he disagrees,
Melon
let's
talk
keep
shit
it. Let's
about?
keep it a buck. When
He does it all the time.
Hey, when he disagrees with when he disagrees with 8, he's never vocal about it. That's one. Yeah. That's true. It's true, nigga.
No, this nigga says God of War's trash.
No, when you have when Hard8 says some shit you don't like, you never say, nah, nigga, fall back. That's bullshit. Like, you never go at him. Like everybody else goes at him. You don't really go at him, nigga. Like, hey,
maybe he agrees with him.
I don't know. I think he, maybe a little piggyback, but it's cool.
All right, let's move on.
Ravish
going at the world today. Let's just move to the next topic.
That nigga had that squirt, Paul, squirting shit in his mouth.
You talking? Oh, okay. I'm gonna get you back for that one.
Killer Blackfish. MGK diss was way better than Eminem's, but
Facts.
No.
I like the beat better.
All right, I'm a front. I ain't gonna front. MGK, this was fire.
Fire.
It was
But
fire.
he still ain't on the level of Eminem lyrically.
The beat was better, but Eminem shit was way more lyrical, dog. It was just.
It was.
And Eminem responded to everything that MGK said.
Like 2 weeks
Bar
later.
for
MGK
bar.
spent a lot of his time showing mad respect to M.
Like 2 weeks later.
He still
like,
did it.
So it doesn't matter, but he touched on everything. He said, killed that bull, man.
And plus, MGK spent a lot of time on that diss.
And I like
mad
Rap
respect
Devil.
to
I like
Eminem.
the disc came out the next day, Persona.
Nah, but I heard Rap Devil was made like a year or so before.
Yeah, it was.
and
Low
he
key,
was
it
like
was.
spitting on it.
All right,
So
I think he made the video on the day.
It was.
It was hot. It was hot.
Yeah. He definitely wrote that.
It was a rap.
Yeah, he wrote that diss back when him and M got into it on Twitter. You could tell. So I ain't even gonna lie about that. That shit was premeditated.
all right, we got a couple super chats.
Shout outs to V Keeps It Low Key. He said, what other sounds do y'all listen to that people don't know about? Dubstep, AMSR,
EDM,
Dubstep, trip hop.
What's trip hop?
What else?
What's trip hop?
Trip hop is kind of hard to it's kind of hard to describe. Just Google trip hop and look up some artists.
Okay.
Trip hop, chill pop, like lo-fi.
let me get this. Sir Lloyd Black, he said, my favorite white rappers growing up was Paul Wall and Eminem.
Paul Wall is dope. Paul Wall's dope. Yeah.
Do y'all remember that one white rapper? What the fuck was that dude's name? No, right. He wasn't a white rapper. He was an R&B singer. It's like the first white R&B singer.
John B.
Who, John B?
Yes, John B. I remember all the black girls at my little day camp were like in love with him. That shit was hilarious.
Oh yeah, John B from Pasadena. Yeah, okay.
So when it comes to do y'all doing? I mean, I agree with Lord Jamar on some of the shit he say. Like, of course, when he say they're not playing it in the club and things like that. But Lord Jamar been a hater. If you've been watching him on Vlad TV4, he always hates on Eminem, like always. And Eminem actually addressed him on the Kamikaze album.
Hey man, ain't nothing wrong with a little clout chasing here and there, baby. Clout.
50 Cent stepped in, called him a bum and all that, and said once he casted, he needs a bum for his next movie. He's gonna hit Lord Jamar up and get him to play the role or whatever. Because we know how 50 feel about M because of what M did for him.
Yeah. 50, that's his homie, so it's all good. We all know what 50, is pretty much Petty LaBelle. So
Lord
it is what
Jamar has not responded yet. He has not responded. So we'll see what happens. Shout out to the colored milkman. He said, my only problem with M is that people overrate him because he's a white. I guess he meant because he's a white guy. So
that nigga's shit. White, black, I don't care. That nigga spit. So fuck it.
Yeah, your half white ass would say that.
Shut your ass up. You half white. You mixed too, nigga.
He's definitely fire. So, So listen, man. The Terminator got attacked yesterday.
I seen that shit.
Oh, that shit was hilarious.
That shit was disrespectful.
Yo, where was
It
he?
was not funny at all.
He was in South Africa.
Yeah, doing like a sports event and all that shit that I think he does all the time, and somebody just ran up and drop kicked him.
Yo, did you see? Yo, Hard8, did you see from the other angle? If you saw from the other angle, the dude, what is it? Arnold didn't even budge.
Nah,
you saw his face though. Arnold's face.
He's like, what the fuck?
Yo, my man put his whole weight and body in it and didn't even move him.
Drew.
Yeah.
That part. When you see it from the front,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Hey, that was fucked up. That was fucked up. But damn, it was funny.
Why he did it?
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask. I don't even know why he did it.
Apparently, the kid has a history of disruption.
Yo, y'all didn't hear the kid screaming? Y'all didn't hear him screaming after when they took him away?
What's funny is Arnold said he didn't even know he got kicked until he watched the video.
Yeah,
he didn't mess up his Snapchat. So
what? Who's Snapchat?
He was Snapchatting when it happened.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was Snapchatting.
Yeah, that shit was, that's why it was so funny, because this nigga looking into the phone.
Oh, shit.
I guess.
Dying. God damn.
All right.
Yo, you good?
I just thought that wasn't a good look. Like, white people gonna look at that shit and be like, look at them niggas.
Here we go.
That's true. That's true though. You know what I'm saying? Like they over there have a positive event and they take a nigga to fuck it up. Like,
but why is it always that all black people are accountable for one fucking numbnut? Why?
Because that's how it is.
Because that's how it is.
That's how it is.
When a white motherfucker goes in and shoots up a church or some shit, while all white people aren't accountable.
See, we don't hold y'all accountable.
You can't front. You cannot front on that because
don't front.
Go, Psycho. Go.
I was gonna say you can't front on that because when some shit like that happened, we all say, "Was it a white person?"
The white person.
Yeah.
And then when we find out it is, we go, "I knew it."
Yeah. But all white people ain't like, "Oh man, we gotta watch out because all these white motherfuckers gonna shoot us up." Nah, it's just one dumb nut in Africa kicked Arnold, and all black people should be accountable for that. Like, nah.
It's the same thing with Aisha Curry. I mean, not Aisha Curry. What's that girl name? Tiffany Haddish.
Tiffany Haddish, dumbass.
It's literally the same thing.
No, but white people
one
like
dumb
her.
chick making us all look bad.
Yeah, that's true, but she got a different platform though. You know what I mean?
Stupid as hell.
They have their own stigma though. Like, if you hear like somebody got shot up, a building blew up, you automatically snap that to a white person. You hear some dumb shit like
either
chicken.
that or air brother
Yeah.
brother.
Bruh, Tiffany Haddish could eat a cyanide pill. I wouldn't give a fuck.
Why do you hate her so much, man?
She's corny.
She's not funny.
She's trying to get her money, man. She's chosen. She's trying to get her bag. It is what it is, man. I mean, I don't think she's funny, but I don't wish no ill on her. You know what I mean? But I know what she's doing.
I seen a lot of I seen some tweets and shit where people were saying he probably did it because Arnold Schwarzenegger's racist. And
yeah, people were saying that.
So I never heard nothing about him being racist.
But when he was in
back when he was competing. Back when he was competing, for like the muscle shows, there was some shit that came out that showed his racism.
And then also when he was the governor of California, he put, I forget what policy it was.
Yeah, well, he did the Tukey Williams.
But he didn't give Tukey the pardon, but it was some other shit though. But yeah, I've heard that too, but we don't know definitively. But what happened to him in South Africa?
He deserved the pardon? Like what?
You know what? Honestly, I mean, if I was hey, I'm gonna keep it a buck, dog. Like Tukey did the shit that he was incarcerated for. Like when you wipe out a whole family, like this nigga killed like 4. It was an Asian family that owned a hotel, and he went in and wiped them out, and then he blamed it on his drug usage. So my thing is, hey, you got to reap what you sow, player. You know what I mean?
Did he deserve a fucking pardon? Like he didn't.
Nah,
some shit.
I didn't think so.
Hey man, he killed. Hey man, Tukey killed a lot of people, man.
People were trying to act like Tukey was an angel. He did not.
He directly did a lot of shit too.
No, but he changed his life while he was incarcerated.
He changed his life.
But you gotta accept the repercussions of your actions, though. No matter if you give it to God or whatever.
You want to change your life when your ass got life,
right?
Hey, yeah. I can't argue that.
He said, "Why do black people care so much what white people think of them, but would be cool and are entertained if it's a black person wilding around only black people?"
Thank you.
Hey, Hey man. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna answer like this. I'm not gonna lie, man.
The world, so we don't want them looking at us all fucking crazy.
Yeah, we don't want
on us.
It's like this. It's like this. When you with your family, you one way, right?
Yep.
You may do or say things you're not gonna say amongst strangers. When you are amongst strangers, you are another way because you're not trying to embarrass your family. It's that simple.
Yeah, I mean,
Candace, I ain't even gonna lie. It sounded like you was reading something.
Yeah.
I get told that a lot. I don't get it. I mean, whatever.
I mean, shit. They run everything, man. So the fuck. And then, like you said, it's a time and place for everything.
Yeah, for real.
Just is what it is, man. So yeah, Arnold, he all right though. He good. It didn't bother nothing. It didn't really blow up as bad as I thought. Or
it didn't even seem like he cared.
Yeah, he joked about the shit. He really didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, that nigga was
like, don't get a dude no shine. Just pay attention to all the young kids that was there participating and shit like that.
Seemed like he was more in shock than anything. He didn't know what happened.
His face, he got the face.
He thought it was the crowd moving him along. He didn't even know.
Face, man.
You know what I mean? But yeah. So Arnold's 71 years old. You know what I mean? So
he up there.
71-year-old took a kick better than most 20-year-olds I know.
Yeah. You know, that's the former Mr. Universe and all that fly shit. So
he's definitely done a lot in his life.
All right, so moving on. Anybody seen the trailer for Loqueesha?
Yeah.
Yes.
That movie.
I haven't. I don't even know what it's about.
Like it. He's gonna go see it. So you want to talk about that cycle?
What you say?
Cycle.
You about to go see that bullshit?
It's too many people talking right now. I can't even.
All right, hold on. I seen a comment cycle, and you didn't feel like anything was wrong with the movie, right?
I just don't. I don't give a fuck about it. Like it doesn't bother me. Like I don't care for it.
All right.
I don't care for it. Like it doesn't make me
racist or like how do you feel like
it doesn't make me upset or it doesn't make me happy. I'm not going to go watch it in the movie theater. Like it is what it is. I don't see how that's supposed to hurt me as a black person. I don't understand what the problem is.
All right, so anybody that what you think about it, Candace, being that you're a black woman?
In my opinion, it perpetuates stereotypes. And I saw somebody try and say on Twitter, I believe, in the replies that well, it's no different than white chicks with the Wayans brothers acting like they're white. But here's the thing: there isn't a history, multi-hundred-year history of black people subjugating and then putting on art where we make money perpetuating stereotypes of white people. That doesn't exist. But there is a history of white people putting on these stereotypical shows meant to demonize black people in blackface. That's fact. That's you can't get away from that. So to have a white guy trying to be funny, trying to perpetuate stereotypes, even though he doesn't have blackface on, it's blackface without the skin color. Like that's point blank.
Not only that, but in terms of people trying to use white chicks as like a scapegoat, the story of white chicks is they dressed up like that to catch the killers that was trying to kill the actual two white sisters. Yeah. So that's why they were undercover like that, to protect these two white lives with their black lives. Like so, like you really can't use white chicks.
They were acting like the white girls, like they didn't do nothing like, you know.
I mean, they had to fit in because they trying to, you know, they dressed up like them and stuff like that because they trying to catch these killers that's trying to kill the sisters. So it's like, yo, you kind of got to do that. So you really can't use white chicks as a scapegoat for this.
Could someone explain to me what this trailer is? Like, I haven't seen it.
We'll go watch it.
Okay. Watch it and then
called Loqueesha. It's pretty much like a white dude acting like a stereotypical ghetto black, loud, obnoxious chick that probably got like 5 baby fathers, and that's how he got the job. And first of all, he don't even sound like it's terrible.
Honestly, one of the worst scenes to me is the scene where he's not even doing the voice. I think he's just at his table eating breakfast or something, and on TV is some stereotypical like Jerry Springer type show, and it's these two stereotypical black chicks going back at him, and he's like, wow, I got turned down for my show. That's who needs a show, a black chick. And then like the next thing you see, he's like putting on The Voice. And I was just like, are you serious?
Look, regardless of all this other stuff, like we got to stop doing this stuff to ourselves as a whole in general.
As far as what?
All this ratchet ass shit, like your girl, what's her name? Tiffany Haddish, like all that stereotypical black ghetto ratchet ass shit. Like we got to stop doing that as a whole. If you want people to respect us.
The movie we have how they look at black women. Also, why he couldn't act like an educated black woman? Why he had to act like
it ain't entertaining. That's why.
It's the trailer's fucked up. Like there's no doubt about that. It definitely does belittle black women and put them in a very negative light. You know, granted all the stuff that black women have to deal with already, but I think it also kind of points to how people kind of look at the demographic of black people. And what I mean is, you know, a lot of these reality shows that's already on TV, like Love and Hip Hop and all these other things, a lot of black people do flock to these shows.
You're talking about, the reinforced
drama
and like Bad Girls Club and all these different shows. Like a lot of black people do flock to these shows.
Because people
but is it just black people
ratings for these. No, it's not just black people. It is everybody.
You make it sound like black people.
Do you know what it is?
No, what I'm trying to say is, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Give me a sec and I'll let you get back to it. I just want to touch on the fact that you said black people watch these shows. It's not necessarily black people. It's poor people. And people try to act like black people are the only poor people in this country. But it's all the lower class people, the white people, the Hispanics, anybody who's living in a trailer park or a fucking like, what are they called? Projects. Are watching these ghetto ass shows because they don't got a job. No. So it's not just black people.
Well, no, there's a lot of people living in 4-bedroom houses watching shows too. It's not
just ghetto people.
Yeah, it's not just ghetto people watching
drama. If you like drama,
drama sells. Drama does sell.
Drama is top dog.
I think they took it off YouTube.
I was saying to my wife the other day. She was like, I said, telling somebody like a good story of like something that's successful, you can't carry that on as a conversation. You can carry on drama. You heard what that bitch said, then you go tell it to the next person. People love drama because it's something you could talk about for a long time.
Hey, shout outs to Randall Warrior. He said, breaking news, Jimmy has lost 15 calories.
Oh,
shout out to Michael. He said, Loqueesha offends me vigorously. I have black friends. You gotta scroll down at it because everybody that's like talking about it is.
I haven't seen it. Like I'm like way down. I don't see it at all.
I'll send it to you, Attic.
Yeah. What? See what?
The Loqueesha trailer.
Oh.
I just see reaction.
From the name to the storyline, all of that shit is out of pocket.
Oh, the production.
I don't really watch a lot of movies these days anyway.
It looks terribly fucking made.
Yeah, it definitely.
It's definitely a half-ass.
It's definitely half-ass.
Yeah, you know, it is what it is.
It's like an excuse to run with racist stereotypes, in my opinion. That's all this movie is. It's not even well done. It's just how much can we get away with? Let's see the movie.
Guaranteed.
You mean like Batwoman?
Yeah, I mean, it's the equivalent because what it is basically it reinforces stereotypes. Like, could you imagine a movie about an Asian guy who's always crashing his car? Like, it's fucked up. Yeah, it is what it is. Man.
Yeah, the movie it's gonna go double wood at the theater.
I'd be surprised if a lot of theaters even decide to carry this movie. Like,
really, I'd be surprised if they didn't. I don't think they care about black people as much as they think.
It's not even just that. It's not even just about the.
It's a lot of things that go along with the woke stuff. Like those places are gonna want to be fake woke and be like, nah, we can't show this type of shit.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised that we're so far into this and people still trying to pull shit like this. Like, I don't understand why people would make stereotype movies like that. Like, I mean,
because you know what it is. Because any type of publicity is good publicity, negative, positive, whatever. Because now that everyone is talking about this movie and there's a lot of attention on it. In hopes of it's so outrageous that everyone's gonna go see it just to see if it's really that fucked up. That's what people are hoping for.
I see that because I think that's the same shock value they're doing with this Batwoman shit.
I haven't even seen the
I haven't
trailer.
even seen the
I can't tell if
Batwoman.
you're just
trash.
if it's really bad or if
No,
you're
it
on
is that
Captain
bad.
Marvel
Like
shit.
it really
fucking
is
bad.
that bad. Like there
How
is
long
no
you gonna-
exaggeration.
CW.
It's not subtle.
No, it's
Is
not.
it a TV
subtle.
show?
CW got some good shows.
It's a
though.
TV show.
Oh, you talking about Batwoman? I thought y'all was talking about Loqueesha. My fault.
Hey, yo, shout outs to Master. He said, I'm poor and I don't watch those brainless garbage shows. It's about having terrible taste in TV. Same with Jersey Shore and Kardashian shows. Tasteless.
Facts.
That's facts. That's facts. I misspoke.
At the end of the day, people just like to be entertained. Some people like drama. It's just like Hard8 said. This whole YouTube shit's right on that. Make a drama video.
Yo, somebody got loud background noise.
Oh, yeah, right? Shout out to Rondo Warrior. He said Loqueesha is a thick thing. I might get at it, man.
Okay.
No, he being fucking. He being silly, dog.
Yeah, he being
Rich
silly.
is a man. So what are you talking about? I mean, but I don't.
Yeah.
This movie ain't making no type of money at all. So,
I hope it don't.
I mean, look at the trailer. All the trailers got like a whole bunch of dislikes and shit like that. I don't really. It's like we said, it's poorly made. It's not even made in a way that's going to make anybody want to go and watch it.
Gonna go straight to DVD.
So it's all good, man. Anybody got anything else to say about this?
No.
No.
Yeah, when I seen it, I just was like, wow. And of course, it has a lot of reactions, a lot of video reactions about it. But yeah, ain't nobody going.
That's what they wanted. They got what they wanted.
Looks like Dark Cloud's going in on that Batwoman. I need to watch.
I was
that.
just about to say I don't trust Dark Cloud. I'm not even gonna front. I don't.
No, that shit is trash.
This shit has over 100,000 dislikes than likes.
Okay,
I think,
I'm gonna watch it.
I think a lot of that.
Opinion.
I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that she's gay. I think.
I knew it.
It's got nothing to do with
Was the original Batwoman gay?
No. The original Batwoman was not gay. When they reintroduced her, then they made her gay.
But
it has nothing to do with
it.
It has nothing to do with her being gay.
Yeah,
You need to
it's
go watch the
trash.
trailer, then come back, yo. That
Okay,
has
I'll
nothing
watch
to
it.
do with her being gay.
Yeah.
I'll watch it, but don't shut me down when I try and talk about it in the
Wait,
video.
is the actor gay or are they saying it like Batman?
No.
Like a lot of people
on the show.
Like in the show, she has a female love interest, and
Don't worry, they're
all
not
that
gonna
stuff.
let her marry her. They already wouldn't let it happen in the.
She's got the dyke haircut and everything.
I do feel like that's the occasions where where an agenda is being pushed.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of people, when they see these types of things in shows, they automatically go to the fact that they feel like these type of agendas is being pushed on people, and it's.
But
it definitely is.
In the
Yo,
comics
there's a part in the trailer where literally she goes into his cave,
yeah.
tells this dude to remake the suit. She says the suit's not perfect, and then the dude's like, the suit is perfect. She's like, no, it will be perfect when it can fit a woman. And then it gets worse. So everybody thinks that she is Batman, and because Batman comes back, she's wearing this nigga's logo. She's fighting just like him. At the end of the trailer, she's like,
she don't want to be like him too.
No. But at the end of the trailer, she's like, she's not gonna make a man. What did she say? Like, have a man take credit for what a woman does. Like, you stole this nigga's whole persona. The fuck are you talking about?
Wait,
Wait, I don't even know how y'all see shit that's meant for CW. Where y'all watching this shit at?
Right? Because I don't watch. It sounds like I was right. This is some Captain Marvel shit, and it's probably gonna be fun.
It has nothing to do with Captain Marvel shit.
I'm telling you, Candace, it is trash.
Is it trash because she's gay, or
no? It's not.
It has nothing to do with.
Let me tell you why it's trash. Because they put her in okay, so it was a crossover of the Flash, Arrow, and Supergirl, right? And she was in it, and it was garbage when they put her in it. It was trash. Her whole character, the actor, is just garbage.
Hey, let me get to the super chat. Shout outs to Big Bear. He said, "Hit the like button, you lazy fools." Right.
So
hit the like button, motherfuckers.
So what you have an issue with is you feel like this entire show was put up to push that agenda. Like the entire show.
Facts.
No, that's not my
Hey, the trailer kind of
I
looks
mean,
like that though. I do kind of low key. Yeah,
I do feel like
it even did the part where it's like we got the hero we wanted, and it's here, and then the bat flies in, and then it changes the last R to her. Like, come on, man.
I do
Dark
feel
Cloud,
like
I don't know about all that you talking about, but
I mean, it's not wrong with female empowerment now. I mean,
Hey, there's nothing wrong with
that's
that. I
not the
love
problem.
Battle Elite. It has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with that. I'm just saying, like, the way that they were doing is like she's gonna be the better person at the end. Yo, it's like it's crazy that they're pushing this fucking agenda. Then on top of that, she has to be with a black chick to push diversity.
Oh
Yeah.
no, just with the black chick. That makes me happy.
Hey,
You
I was
know, for
just
the
getting ready to say,
longest time that they wouldn't show mixed couples. They would only show white people with white people, black people with black people, as if mixed couples didn't exist. I think it's great so far. You're not. I'm not seeing
Yo,
the.
Candace, do not listen to that shit he talking about. The show is trash.
Is DC really selling me on the show? I may have to download it. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm about that other shit.
that shit was definitely
yo,
for you.
DC and Kansas is like the opposite, man. Like they straight up opposite.
Is he basically
You
gonna
gotta
be like
love
the
it.
token black chick?
Huh?
DC, is she gonna be like the token black chick? Like
Facts.
I ain't gonna front. She
No,
is the only black person I've seen in the trailer.
They even made Lucius's son look like the token black guy. He's like not even
Turns
any
out-
importance than other than being a black dude to make you laugh.
DC exposed her girlfriend is black in the comics, so
So
I didn't know that. I just knew she was gay in the comics.
The
so,
trailer,
you know.
the trailer has 55,000 likes and 202,000 dislikes.
damn.
You said 50,000 likes only?
Yeah.
Damn.
Like,
202,000 dislikes.
It's out of 3 million views.
So that means more people watched it and didn't do anything
Well,
than the
that's
people
with
who
everything,
bothered to
though.
like.
That happens all the time.
Yeah.
That's normal.
I am getting tired of it because it does feel like I do think there are some scenarios where people overreact, like the Last of Us being a female protagonist, because it does feel like that's a natural progression going from Joe to Ellie, and then you have the Kate scenario, because in Gears 4 the game was pretty much revolved around Kate, and then Gears 5 she's the main character, and people had like an issue like they didn't know that was coming.
Hey, let me get the super chat real quick. Master, he said it's not because she's gay, it's because we're tired of being berated as men. Feminists, I'm not going to say that word, are always just nagging us for no real reason. And Sauce Curry, he said they are pushing an agenda. He said they want everybody to have queer. What?
Hold on.
Insecurities.
You say nigga, but you don't want to say cunt.
Well, yeah, I mean, hey man, I gotta respect the women out there, right? Hey man, look, let me tell you something, man. Look, shout out to there's nothing wrong with a token black guy. Melon Matt is our token white guy, so there's nothing wrong with that. I want to say shout out. So okay, she's a meat slobber. He said, "Do you think I should buy an Xbox One X for 720p TV?"
Is this? He's trolling.
I don't think you should buy anything for 720p TV.
Shout out to Larry Miller for the super chat. We appreciate you. So yeah, he's trolling definitely.
Yeah, he's trolling.
But yeah, does she kisses another woman on the trailer?
Yeah,
I'm watching it right now.
Yeah, she kisses him.
Yeah, she kisses him.
I think that it's only an issue if that character or that show was made for that narrative.
It's not only that though. This chick's her legs is about the size of my daughter.
It does sound like this show was
Dark
made
Cloud,
for
you
a
complaining
narrative
about
like
some
that.
wild shit right now.
No,
Dark Cloud,
Always.
you're making it worse.
I don't
that show
care.
is just the show is gonna be garbage because we seen what they did with Supergirl.
They're still pushing an agenda.
Supergirl was good. Like the first.
I know
like,
a lot of people that like
and they kind
Supergirl.
of fell off.
No, let me tell you why that is garbage. What CW does, they tell lies. Like when Clark Kent, Superman, right? He tells Supergirl, "Oh, that you're stronger than me, you're better than me." But if you read the comics, Superman is easily way more powerful her. But they do that. This is the only time I'll give Dark Cloud credit is that they do that to push an agenda. But outside of that, the show is just going to be garbage. I don't care about all
Why
that.
y'all care?
Well, maybe it's made for a different demographic.
He's trash anyway. Like,
shout outs to Randall Warrior. He said, "I beat off the She-Hulk, Gamora, and
What is happening right now?
Listen, man, yo, your super chats be wild, player. Like,
Yeah, they wild. Wow.
We appreciate the support and all that, but can you like relax a little bit? You know what
I'm
saying?
surprised I haven't seen that super chat from the masturbator dude that has Drew read it every week.
Oh yeah,
He been hitting it up, but we just say his first name. That's all.
Yeah.
But
actually, Supergirl, the first 2 seasons were good, and if I remember correctly, isn't Supergirl? She is as strong, if not a little bit stronger than Cal.
no,
because
she's
she was also
she's
also born of a natural birth, and she's
not.
I don't know. I've never been a fan
She's
of
not.
Superman
Look in the
or
comments. She's not
Supergirl.
nowhere.
She's
She's
not
nowhere
even
near.
close.
Remember.
It's not even close. It's not even close.
Well, which Superman are we talking about? Because there's so
Any
many
of them.
different
Even
variations.
the base Superman. She's not even close.
Yeah, Superman.
Because you got to remember, Supergirl wanted to be a regular human. Like she didn't even really want to use her powers like that.
What?
The fuck?
Is
So
Superman?
did Clark, right?
Does
No,
Superman
it's not on the same level. I'm telling you.
No, it's not on the same
It's
level.
not.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I don't care. I'm not gonna get drawn into this
I don't give
conversation.
a
No,
fuck.
I'm just
I don't
saying.
watch
Remember. Superman was born. He was literally raised in like Earth's sun from birth.
He's
There's
an
no
alien.
way he's stronger than him.
yeah. Shout outs to Michael. He said Rando equals Renee, confirmed.
No shit.
And then shout outs to Earl Walker. He said change with the times or get left behind. So
Fuck that.
speaking of that, let's talk about this abortion ban. Oh, before that, hold on. Life and Time podcast. He said, "What's with Candace liking material that panders to her? I like Black Panther because the material doesn't insult my intelligence. It questions the way Black people treat each other."
So because I like something that is actually pretty faithful to the comic books, which is Batwoman being gay and having a girlfriend that
originally
also
she was
turns
not
out
gay.
to be. I'm talking about the most recent. Well, I don't even think they're the most recent comics, but the most recent storyline, which is at least this decade. So yes,
Candace.
it's in the
Candace,
comics.
you do like
Not
a lot of
necessarily.
stuff.
Not necessarily. They just did a Batgirl, and he fucked her in that one. So I don't know.
Like I said, it's in the comics.
Candace, you do like a lot of stuff that panders to SJW type shit and all that.
Like
Candace,
okay.
Candace, you don't gotta apologize for liking what you like, like for it because it panders to you and you like it. That's why it panders to you because. You
But
like
the
it.
thing is, like, people only have a problem with things that quote pander to women or to people that are gay. If it panders to any other demographic, it's considered as normal, and thus it's fine.
No,
So
it's normal for
like,
you to it's normal for Candace to like stuff that panders to women like her.
Right, you can like what you like, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think the majority of people have a problem if it panders to people and it compromises the quality of the writing or something like, or if it doesn't make
That's
sense.
the problem. Like
You know what I
when
mean?
Nadine
If it
beat the
doesn't make
fuck out of
sense.
Drake and all that other shit, like he didn't get the hit back.
Somebody
Like, all
said,
that type of shit.
stop clowning Candace, but no CW show is remotely true to the comics.
I don't know.
And shout out
Especially
to
Flash, because they went off the rails with that shit.
Yeah, they kind of do.
She's a meat slobber. He said, "I wasn't trolling. I'm poor. Will it look better though?"
Yo,
No, it won't. It won't look better, dog. Just get an S. Just get a regular S.
Wally, Barry Allen was supposed to have been past that torch to
also,
Wally.
you got to understand, all this. I know you guys. The agenda, as far as everyone is concerned, started right like the past few years, right? That means I'm 31, about to be 32. That means 90% of my life, all the media that I consumed was just straight relationships,
Damage
right?
control.
No, it's so it's not so okay. All right.
Go ahead, Candace. Get it out, Candace. Go ahead.
No, it's just it's like what it makes people try and make it seem like this isn't like the norm hasn't been this heteronormative thing. People act like the inclusion of other things is such a problem and the world is gonna fall apart. And oh my god, like DC has a meltdown every time something like this happens. And it's not that deep.
Why you say
It's
that? I
not-
didn't have no meltdown. What you talking
You
about?
did. You did a little bit. You did.
No, I did not. I'm playing the game right now. Fall back.
Okay.
Oh, let's not repeat
Jesus
last
Christ.
week, please.
Yeah, we don't want DC to want to meet Candace. And so, Randall Warrior, he said, Michael, you have two dads. They're both 6'4" and cross dress. So, all right, they're going back and forth. I'm not reading no more of that shit. Shout out to Tony Wood 25. He said, "What's good, AGS crew? Damn, why can't we get a Kill Bill Volume 3 and Salt 2? By the way, the baddest chick is Hammer Girl, Raid 2. Delay comments using closed military internet overseas." And
I
like
don't care about
podcast,
Killjoy.
he said, make a new unique hero. Don't change characters.
Yeah, I think that's what more people are upset about. They keep changing stuff that's been there forever instead of just making a new character.
Yeah.
But haven't they been doing that since the beginning?
If people aren't mad at these Marvel movies, they can't complain about nothing else because Marvel has been changing shit since they started with Iron Man 1, and they have not followed anything remotely close to any of the comic books outside of the title of the stories and maybe the main character of the stories.
But
the
movies
follow any
they're good
of,
though. But the movies are good though.
If
they're good.
If they stick
it
directly
doesn't matter.
to the comic,
If you're
what's
saying
the point of watching it at that point?
It doesn't matter though. If you're saying
No,
stay true
no.
to
Persona,
the
Persona.
comics or stay true to this, that, and the
No,
third.
I don't know.
No.
I'm a
You
DC
can't-
fanboy, so it affects me. I don't give two shits about Marvel.
Well, Marvel's doing the same shit, and there's
I
no
know,
complaint.
and I had a problem with. Trust me, if you haven't watched, I had a problem with fucking Captain Marvel from the longest.
Yeah, but
I'm not talking about Captain Marvel.
look,
I'm just speaking. Period.
Look.
It did look a little.
Infinity War, Endgame.
It doesn't
Captain
matter.
America,
things
they
don't
were
make
all
sense
in
in
the
the
comics.
It doesn't. Listen, it doesn't matter. Every adaptation from a book, from a comic book, whatever, to the film is never always on point, man.
You got too much content.
is
You have
true.
to cover.
It's
It's
never gonna be
impossible to do it in
one-to-one.
a way that you
It's
want.
never done. It's never true to the source material. You get what I'm saying? So your argument is kind of mute. You know what I mean? Like what I'm saying is, as long as it's good, it doesn't matter if there's diversity or female. But a lot of these things that are being pushed, it's not good. It's just not.
So Batwoman may very well be trash. I still haven't seen the trailer, and I don't watch TV, so I might not. I'm most likely not going to watch it. But from what DC was saying alone, I said it sounds interesting. But you know,
listen to what I said. Listen to what I said.
Yo, shout out
and the
to
kissing.
OG. Shout out to OG for the super chat. He said Robert Pattinson, Batman. We talked about that already, player.
Yeah.
Michael said I missed some super chats, but I didn't. And yeah, let's talk about this abortion ban shit.
Oh yeah.
Alabama.
Yeah.
does anybody
Alabama
here
always
live
be
in
doing some
Alabama?
crazy
I do
shit,
just
man.
for school.
Oh, all right.
Alabama
Be careful
always
out there.
be
Make
doing
sure you
some
wrapping
crazy
it up
stuff.
Hey,
because they
look,
just passed
look,
this bill.
How do
yeah,
y'all
I
feel
know.
about this ban? Do y'all think it's right or wrong?
It's
I'm
fucked
a-
up.
Let me say this. I mean, I get what people are saying that we shouldn't have the right to tell women what to do with their reproductive, it's just my thing is this. As a child that was supposed to be aborted, thank God the Dr. Drakenberg told my mom, he said, look, fuck what you're going through. This nigga's about to be fly. You're gonna have this baby.
Oh my
So
God.
I'm saying that, you know what? No, but listen, the reason why I kind of low-key agree with this ban is that abortion.
Wait,
listen,
agree?
listen,
Bro,
I mean,
stop.
can I talk? Can I talk?
Let him talk. Let him talk.
Can I talk? Can I talk?
Go ahead.
An abortion should not be birth control. All right. Period. Point blank. Now, you got to understand what we're talking about. We're talking about the Bible Belt, Alabama. Look, white folks are going to do what's in their best interest to preserve their race. You know this. So I disagree with it because I think a woman should have a right and it should be her right. But individually, my experience is like, hey, you know what? I've known a lot of motherfuckers that had abortions, man, and that shit ain't cool. So.
No, but
This
get
is the
this.
thing about this. This is the thing. Why don't people just be more careful? Like as far as women go, right? You letting a nigga come up in you. What the hell you think gonna happen? Like tell him to pull out or fucking
use a condom.
but my thing is it's not their body. Like it's the woman. Let her do what she want to do.
Yeah,
if she want to abort the kid, if she want to whatever they want to do, that's their decision.
Okay, here's the
bullshit.
thing. Here's the thing.
How's that bullshit? So you telling me that a woman doesn't have say so of what she could do with her body?
No, it should be both have say so. Both of you.
It's her body. What are you talking about?
What are you talking? So if you want a kid,
It's her body.
But so if you want a kid, you gonna let some woman be like, "Oh, I'm aborted." What are you talking about? That's
I've already gone through that, so it's
that's bullshit.
We both agree. Like, hey, look, we're not ready.
Yeah,
do you support?
So y'all killed the baby because you wasn't responsible.
Do you?
I mean, look, I was
all men
17,
getting a
so I mean,
vasectomy?
look.
Okay, all right.
You know, that was almost 10 years ago.
Come on, man.
And the woman has to be responsible. Like, I don't understand this. Like, you know what you're doing. You know what can possibly happen.
They both got to be responsible.
All up in the check. Like, you know what's going to happen or what could happen.
Regardless
Two
if
things.
the person have to. Go ahead.
Two things. You guys keep saying the woman has to be responsible as if women can get themselves pregnant. Okay, okay, hold on. I said two things. You guys just talked for a good long while. I get to talk now. So, right? women. So there's all these things that can happen with birth control, but I do agree women should be on birth control if they're out there having sex, especially if they're not going to make their man wear a condom. Another thing, well, it's a subset of that.
Birth control isn't a guarantee.
Hold on. Hard8 said, make your man pull out. You know that there are sperm in pre-cum, so you can still get pregnant for that if you are not wearing a condom.
Pre-cum.
What?
Like the chances of getting pregnant through pre-cum is very small, Candace.
That's not necessarily true. That's not necessarily true.
No, he's right. He's right. Your chances of becoming impregnated through pre-cum is extremely small unless you're Mexican. Okay.
Oh
so
my god!
Wow.
So another thing is,
you better try to be serious in this.
Another thing is, some of you, well, Ravish, you support this ban. It doesn't sound like anybody else does. So would you support all men getting a vasectomy? Because
you know what?
This abortion ban means that this abortion ban means that women are forced to carry a child to term, no matter the circumstances of the inception.
Rape.
So that means no matter if it's rape, no matter if it's incest. I'm just finishing my thought. That means all occasions women have to carry a term. However, if men got a vasectomy, there is no pregnancy to begin with, and vasectomies are reversible. So,
I think that this should be. I think there should be special conditions, like if she is raped or a product, if the baby's a product of incest. I agree. I agree with the abortion.
Wait. What if a condom breaks? Because they do that.
Well, yeah, condoms break.
I've never had a condom break on me.
Just speaking. But listen, I'm a. If you ain't never had a condom break during sex, you ain't putting in work.
Exactly.
You ain't hitting it with that hood stroke. You ain't hitting it with the right stroke, baby.
Yo, Ravish, you gotta chill, bro. Like, yo, what's up?
If he never had a condom break, that means that he just only fucked bitches that had wet ass pussy. Because condoms,
I ain't gonna front that. Nah, Hard8 is right. Hard8 is right.
Get out of here.
Hard8 is right.
Come on, man.
If it's wet, you ain't gotta worry about no friction because it's wet.
Hey, wait.
No condom breaking, no wet pussy. Stop it.
So wait. So you mean to tell me? You know what? You meant it, motherfucker. See, over time, the pussy doesn't stay wet, player. When you wearing it,
your game is not strong,
sweat.
Your game ain't strong, Yo, Ravish, you telling on yourself, dog.
Wait. No, that shit do not stay wet. That shit do not stay wet over time.
You telling on yourself, dog. Always wet, all the way down to the end.
You know why? Because you ain't doing it right. Hey, but I'm
ravishing.
Wait, if she's wet all the way through, that means you're turning her on. She's not wet anymore. You're not turning her on anymore. She wants to just hurry up and get the fuck out.
Well, you niggas be having sex for like wait, Dark Cloud, wait, you telling on yourself, man. 10 minutes don't count. I just want to say this though.
No, I actually give in. My wife complains that I take too long, nigga.
Yeah, right. Wait, okay, wait. Hey, but
y'all telling too much on this one.
Wait, I want to answer Candace's question. But I think to Candace's question, that's a good question. What I think is both parties should be accountable and responsible in the act. In that way, like the dude wear the condom, chick is on birth control. If y'all know y'all active or whatever like that, then it should be that on both parties. You know what I mean? I'm not saying, she should get clipped, he should get clipped, or she should have a vasectomy.
Doing, dog, when you ain't, you know what the fuck you doing.
Yeah. If y'all active like that, come on, man.
Right. You're saying you think that there should be some type of restriction on
special conditions here, like if it's an incest baby or rape.
Right.
I just don't understand.
So, you're saying that a woman shouldn't have 100% control over their body?
I think she should. I think.
But hold up. It's both. It's 50-50.
Exactly. It takes two people to make the baby.
Y'all are missing what I'm saying.
It's also the same thing, though. You can't
one at a time.
One at a time.
I do have a question.
There are no special conditions with this ban. Y'all know that, right?
I hear you. One in Alabama.
Yeah, I don't like that.
That's Alabama.
Shout outs to Master. He said, if we don't have a say on abortion, fine. Don't come for our damn money with child support if we don't want the baby. Can't have your cake and eat it too.
That's the question I had.
You know what?
Hold on, let me get this out. In Georgia, going along with this shit, in Georgia, if a woman has a miscarriage, they're liable to fucking 99 years in prison. A fucking miscarriage.
But
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, how many people is actually going to press charges? How many people is actually going to court over that?
Well,
it's not going to be a
law.
lot.
It's
not
an
gonna be a lot.
automatic
You can go to
thing.
jail for having a miscarriage.
Yes,
that's
the
thing.
doctors have to report it. It's
They
the law.
have to.
It's not a matter of who's going to report it.
About this shit?
It
All right.
doesn't matter what the doctors report. If the courts won't go at you over it, I guarantee you it's not going to happen often.
I guarantee you it's
They
going
will.
to be.
Stop
It's
it.
Then
going
you're going to
be
have to show me
enforced.
cases where they've took people to court over that.
It literally just became law, but I guarantee you it will be enforced.
It will happen.
But see, you also got to think about it. You also,
Super chat, y'all. Oh yeah.
This is the super chat from Lionel. He said, "Abortion is wrong, period, and should be illegal nationwide. And if it's nobody's business, tell them to abort their own babies themselves. But a lot of them couldn't do it.
Bet you a lot of women will, and they will die. That's what happened when abortion was illegal
But see,
originally.
this is the thing you guys also have to understand too, though. But see, think about it like this, because a lot of us are speaking from the mindset of, the woman trying to abort the kid while the kid is still in there. You also have to look at, okay, so this law is passed, you can't get the abortion, so the kid is born and all this other stuff. The mom don't want the kid, the daddy don't want the fucking kid, but they stuck with the kid. So
No,
now you got a kid. Hold on. So now you got
they're
a kid that's malnourished, not getting fed right, not getting cleaned right, not getting vaccinated right, sick, and he dies.
No, you can give that child for adoption.
It's
You
it's
could,
not that
and
easy.
then the
Adoption
baby
isn't
has
that
to
easy.
Wait. You know how fucked up the system is? That's
Yeah,
even worse.
Holy
You
fuck.
giving the child away, and he still might die
I
or
don't
be fucked up or be in a fucked up situation.
I don't have any issue with abortion. If a woman decides she wants to get aborted, that's on her. I do have an issue if the dad wants to keep the baby, and he even says he'll take full custody of the kid. I have a couple of my friends, and the chick's like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I get it. It's her. It's her body. She can do whatever she wants. But at the end of the day, I do feel like the same chick that would say, oh, I want to, and then she decides not to. After arguing with the dad, saying that, oh, you have no say in my body, is the same chick that will go to court and get child support for 18 years.
This is why.
Let me say. No, wait. I want to say something. I think that there should be like a limit, though. Like, I've known in my life, the women that I grew up with that I've known that had abortions, they have more than one. So I don't think it's cool.
And I would consider that.
This is why you're
being
supposed to
being
take the
over
time
birth
to
control.
get to know the people that you fucking with, so that you don't run.
But we live in about women I've known. What the fuck?
I'm just saying, period. Like,
Shout outs to Gorilla Madness for the super chat. Appreciate you, player. And shout outs to Larry Miller for the super chat. He said, if women have complete control over their bodies, then does that mean they can drink and smoke while pregnant?
Yeah, they
do whatever they want. Just because the Surgeon General warning on the box don't mean they got to stop
I
doing
don't stand strong with that shit. Like, I don't know if I've told y'all, but like when me and my wife got married, we literally had 8 miscarriages trying to have a kid. So fuck anybody that want to go ahead and kill their own child.
Here's the thing.
I mean, but you're saying that off of a personal bias. That's
Shout out
you.
to 88. He said 20 million black abortions since 1973. Her choice. And damn, Biz the Kid game, and he said, imagine the people in your lives right now that could have been aborted: foster care, homeless, dumpster, baby, etc. None of that is worse than not having a chance at life.
If they getting aborted, I wouldn't have known them anyway. So it wouldn't affect
Here's
me.
the thing, like, you guys,
If they're aborted, I don't know them.
like most states already do not allow late term abortion, and that's abortion once a baby is able to sustain itself on its own out of the womb. However, there are states right now that just passed a law where abortion is illegal after 6 weeks. Is that Alabama?
Missouri.
No, it's
Missouri.
Alabama,
it's
Georgia, and
6
Ohio.
weeks. You can't have an abortion after 6 weeks. What you need to understand is at 6 weeks, most women don't know they're pregnant. They may not even realize they've missed the period yet. That's not a feed. That's not a baby yet. That's a collection of cells. That's something that you guys shoot out your dick every time you fucking masturbate. So you can't just equalize it like, oh no, it's a child. It's not a child until it has a heartbeat and it's sustainable.
Or that we shoot them out. Shout out to Lionel. He said, look up them statistics on abortion. Look up how many babies are killed each year by abortion. These women abuse abortion.
Facts.
Look out. Drugs are illegal. Crack, cocaine, all that stuff is illegal, but you still got hundreds of millions of people strung out every day on this stuff.
At what
It doesn't matter.
How far along does a baby actually becomes a baby?
In our opinion, or
I
like
have to,
like a heartbeat.
let me Google it. Let me see.
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought it was like 2
Bible.
months, 2 or 3 months.
7 weeks.
7 weeks.
7
It's
weeks.
not no damn
No, it ain't no
7
7
weeks.
Nah,
Cut it
7
out.
weeks.
It has
Ain't
a
no
heartbeat?
baby in your stomach, 7 weeks.
No, DC's right. I think DC's right. Yeah, I think he's
7
right.
weeks
It is not 7. A baby is not viable at 7 weeks.
Zero
You
said
talking about a
12
heartbeat?
No,
weeks
I said a
goes from
heartbeat. I said a
embryo to
heartbeat.
fetus.
I'm talking about a heartbeat.
Yeah, we're talking about a heartbeat.
From a baby, like a living thing.
oh, an actual baby.
I think
when
it's
we
a living
consider-
thing once it has a heartbeat.
Yeah,
That's
when we
my opinion.
consider a heartbeat like
24
alive?
weeks for the most part is when a baby is alive. Is when a baby is actually like considered a baby.
I said heartbeat. When is the heartbeat?
Yeah, heartbeat.
I was googling what I said. You can
Shout out
Google
to
what you
Star
fucking said.
TV. He said
All
in
right,
New
that's
York
fine.
and
The
Virginia.
Google heart. All right, I'll do it.
He said, shout out to Sauce Curry TV. He said in New York and Virginia, you can abort at 9 months. Did you see that
Jesus
video
Christ, I
of
didn't know that.
abortion? It's not a nationwide thing. It's a human.
Let's see. Is there special circumstances? You said in which states?
Virginia,
New York.
New York. What are the circumstances?
Randall Warrior said, "Make abortion great again."
oh my god.
Come on.
Do you know what's
Starts at
funny?
about
Like
5 weeks or up to 8 weeks of pregnancy. That's
Wait,
that's
what?
living
Damn.
person. Fuck out of here.
no, that's a heartbeat.
Okay, and what is that attached to?
and the lady.
Okay, does
Life.
someone who has is someone who's brain dead have
Life.
a heartbeat, right? Someone's brain dead has a heartbeat.
Come
is
on,
that like
Candace. Come on,
It's the
Candace.
same
Nah,
thing.
nah, she got a
Because
good
you
point.
can't
Nah,
take-
nah, keep
you
going,
can't
Candace.
take-
Keep it going.
Hold on. You can't take
Got a
the
good
penis
point.
out
She's
of
about
the
to make a
body
good
at
point.
5 weeks. It's
5
brain
weeks is
dead.
not- yeah, that's not anything like at 5 weeks.
Yo, man, I don't
She
think
got
yo,
Candace made a good point.
I
That in a
don't know.
vegetative state, your heart still work, but you still can get that.
Yeah, but
punch
that's not
pulled.
the same thing.
No,
Listen,
it
Yes,
is the
it
same
is.
thing.
Nah, no,
It's
it's
the
not.
same
No, it's
exact
not.
It's
thing.
exactly
No,
the
That's
same
a
thing.
full. That's a full-fledged person in a vegetative state that still got a heartbeat that people still decide to pull the plug on because there's no point. There's no.
Yeah, but what about the development though? Like if the baby, if the whatever the embryo, whatever, it has a heart, it has a chance at life.
Doesn't matter.
Yes, it does. What you're
does it?
saying, it's
No,
like saying. No, what you're saying is like, oh, well, I'm pro-life, but I believe in the death penalty and in execution. It's like, wait, that person's lived a full life and is proven himself
I'm
unworthy of a productive member of society. They're not, so they can be terminated. But what I'm saying is that baby hasn't even had a chance yet. You talking about somebody brain dead with a life? Come on, man. Yeah, of
The
course you
baby
got.
hasn't. So is the baby's rights over supersede the woman's rights?
Not at all. But what I'm saying is that you should know what you're doing and be accountable from jump before it even gets to that. Or if it gets to that, accept the consequences. All right.
Shout outs to Clifton, the colored milkman. He said coat hanger stock has shot up 300% in Alabama. That's the. I mean, I kind of feel where Ravish is coming from too. At the same time, it's like, yo, you know what you're getting into, and you just got to deal with it once it happens.
I do feel like if a chick is
They
literally
are
going
dealing with it.
around
They
being
choosing to either-
irresponsible.
Listen, if you letting a nigga come up in you and you having unprotected sex, you're being irresponsible. You know what
Facts.
the consequences are.
Do you think a more efficient way is like not necessarily stop someone from having abortions, but how many they can have? Like, because I feel like, you know, if something happens in drastic moments, that's one thing. But if a chick's going out having
you're having 2-3 abortions,
I
agree with that.
that she
You out
gets
of pocket.
pregnant, that's ridiculous.
And a lot of women do.
So wait,
I have a
wait,
question.
hold on,
I have
hold
a
on,
question. It's kind of about abortion, but it's more about dudes. So you guys think if you're having 2 and 3 abortions, you're out of pocket, right? For a chick, right?
Yeah.
What about a dude who's getting 2 and 3 chicks pregnant?
He out of
Yeah,
pocket.
yeah.
He out of pocket too.
He out of pocket too. What the hell? What?
That nigga still got to do child
that
support.
man getting a medal.
Nah, because they getting abortions.
Oh, man.
People just act retarded, like they don't know which can happen by shooting up in the bitch.
Yeah.
Like you know what can happen. Like you know what could possibly happen.
The moment
so why
you
even do
choose, the moment you choose to fuck that bitch, you know exactly the outcome that could happen in that exact
Exactly,
moment.
I know I did.
Hey yo, shout outs to welcome Terrence Ingram. Thanks for joining the channel. We appreciate you, player. Good looking. He used the join button, so shit is different. Candace, knock it off. A baby is developing and in person in a vegetable state is degrading. So it's not-
Indeed, but a baby at that state is in a vegetative state. So if someone wants to have an abortion, they're not killing anything with rights or
So, Candace,
ability
are you
to survive
cool with
on its
women
own.
having 2-3 abortions and shit like that? Are you okay with that? You think
I don't think women should use abortion as birth control. But I also don't think it's my place to tell anybody else what they should and shouldn't do, because here's the thing. Most people who don't support abortion don't support life after the child is born. They don't support social services for women who can't afford to take care of their kids. They don't support social services for kids who are in foster care and need help. They don't support low income like healthcare for these people. So if you're not going to support these kids after they're alive, let this woman do what she needs to do.
No.
And what do Republicans complain the most about? How women is on welfare and all this other stuff, and taking advantage of the system and all this other stuff. Listen, man. Sometimes that natural selection got to take its course. Natural selection.
No. Actually, you should just be responsible from jump before it even gets to that. Know what
Everyone,
you're doing.
Ravish, I hear what you're saying. Hold on, Ravish, I hear what you're saying. Ravish, I hear what you're saying, but everybody's not like you.
No, listen. But see, this is the thing. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things in society and life that you shouldn't be doing that you do. But when you have a child, when you become pregnant, you have to deal with the consequence. Abortion should never be birth control under any circumstances, man.
But that sounds more like punishing the child than the woman, because if a woman can't control herself,
put it up for adoption. Do what you got to do.
Okay, and what if the kid get put up for adoption and he get put into a home where he or she is getting molested?
All that other stuff, it doesn't like.
I mean, that's rare though. You don't know that's what
happens. Or he grows up and he becomes
that don't always happen. That don't always happen.
And you don't know if the kid's gonna grow up to be a
stillborn. What I'm saying is, if the woman is saying, "Look, I'm not ready for this. I don't want to do this, so I'm gonna do this."
But how many times she gonna get? How many times she gonna get to do it?
That's the issue.
That's not.
Come on, man.
First
the way y'all do it, the way
what you're saying doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, you gotta plan these choices.
You don't make. Listen.
My thing is, who cares?
It's not your time.
Wait, let me say this, Prasanna. That's why in life you have to be preventive. You understand? Like you have to see things ahead of the game before they even get to that. But see, that's what it's like. What you're saying is you're giving her a pass for being a fucking whore and being dumb and not handling her situation. We can't do that. That's
No. What I'm saying is, I don't give a shit. If that's what she wants to do, go ahead. You want to fuck your body up and keep doing that shit? Go ahead.
I mean, it doesn't affect me or my life. Listen.
Affect you, so it doesn't matter, right?
A woman has to know
100%.
It makes no sense.
Yes, it does actually. If it doesn't affect you, it's none of your business.
So I don't give a shit.
No,
what Mary Sue does across the fucking country.
No, it does
if
affect
Mary
us.
Sue
It does
across
not
the country
affect
that I've
us.
never met, hold on. If Mary Sue across the country that I never met wants to get 50 abortions, it doesn't affect my life.
You know what? Listen. That shit affects the rest. Look, do you pay taxes, nigga?
Of course.
Oh my
So
god.
it affects everyone because we pay taxes.
Listen, what I'm saying is this: you can't be having all these kids and all these abortions.
Okay, so you rather have
You know what else affects taxes?
Ravish. So what you're saying is you rather have more taxes come out your check to go to the
No.
What
I'm saying is
she doesn't want. No. You want another $50, $200 taken out your check, right?
Listen, what I'm saying is she should be responsible, nigga. What I'm saying is she should be responsible before I even have to pay anything. That's
Okay,
what I'm saying.
Listen, a woman. Hold on. Time out.
Everybody, chill.
Hold up.
Quiet, man. Let him talk.
Hold on. I'm about to start muting y'all niggas. Hold up. A woman knows that she does not want to have a child. So before y'all have sex, make them put a condom on.
Facts.
It's that fucking simple.
But
there's other things that she could do as well to prevent that. Just in case a condom breaks. There's a lot of things you could do.
Let's say they do go through all that, try to stay safe, and they still end up getting pregnant.
How? With a condom on? You're still a virgin, right, Addict?
Oh my god.
Listen,
Oh my god.
Try has a 99.9% success rate. That means there is still some chance of getting pregnant. It happens all the time.
If you got a condom on, the chances of a girl getting pregnant are, what you say, is 1% or something like that? You know when a condom breaks. Like, you know when it fucking breaks. All right?
Okay, but there's also a chance that birth control won't work. Like sometimes, like 99%, almost every single time it's gonna work.
Put a condom on. Use a condom then. Use a condom.
Whack.
Use a fucking condom. Well, yeah, I mean, but if you don't want to have a child, then you got to take the necessary steps.
Can I ask you guys something like real life? Do we live in a perfect world?
No.
No,
you
right?
make it seem like it's so hard to do, though. Like, what are you
I'm
talking
not
about,
making
Candace?
it. No, I'm not. It's not. Just
you keep talking about a perfect world.
No, because
I don't want to have a child. Put on a condom. What the fuck?
So did you always wear a condom every time you went out?
Oh my god,
I do.
That was his choice, though.
Listen, you're not understanding. That's what I'm trying to say. You know exactly what you're doing when you don't strap up.
But birth control don't always work, though.
So nothing ever happens in the heat of the moment, is what I'm saying.
That's being irresponsible.
That's irresponsible.
Okay, it's being irresponsible, but there's also things in place to fix that irresponsibility. Just like when you get strung out on drugs, you can go to a rehab center. Well, if this shit get pregnant, she could go to an abortion center. It's the same thing. Look, if this chick wants to go and do what she does,
you're a young boy.
How does it affect you?
It's a cop out.
I'm not young at all. I'm old enough.
You're 27.
You can't pull the age card here because that's not what this is.
You said you're 27.
I've been around the block. I've been around the block enough time to know what life is like.
Stop trying to build out.
You feel how you feel.
The young dudes are trying to act like it doesn't matter.
Keep it civil.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Ravish talking way too goddamn much.
No. What I'm saying is just be responsible from jump. That's all I'm saying.
So, Ravish, you telling me you've been responsible your whole fucking life?
Yeah, absolutely, nigga.
You a liar, bro. You telling me that you never fucked.
Listen.
You telling me you never fucked a chick raw?
Oh, listen. Let me answer.
You never fucked a chick outside your wife, your significant other, whoever. You never fucked a raw, bro. Come on, man.
You asked me. I'm gonna answer the question.
Bitches raw here, man.
Listen, no, not at all. Listen, I'll never got a woman ever pregnant. I haven't had unprotected sex since I was in high school, nigga. Deal with it.
But you fucked chicks raw in high school, yes or no?
Somebody pregnant in high school.
You fucked chicks raw in high school, yes or no?
Hey, Persona, I've never fucked another chick other than my wife raw. Ever in my life.
There you go.
Good for you.
Ever.
Responsible, baby. Yeah,
but you're not Ravish, so stop being a hypocrite.
Hold on, let me get to these super chats. Hold on, let me get to these super chats.
Hell, I'm responsible, baby.
Cool off.
Ravish, we know you Superman.
You know
cool off while I get to these super chats, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to Stank Mall. He said, shout out to the cast. At the end of the day, these government officials think they can tell people how to live. They are public servants, but they, as well as citizens, seem to forget that.
Facts.
And then we have Master. He said, okay, what about if my girl or wife wants to abort, but I want to have a child? Am I supposed to just be fucked? Answer that, Candace and Persona.
That's the biggest issue I have with the whole scenario. Is
then that goes to court and then it will settle.
It doesn't go to court though.
No, it doesn't go to court. No.
I'm saying
shout out to Randall Warrior. He said, Hard8, you got a BG mute, Ravish, Candace, and feet. Candace feet. Oh, something.
What the hell?
You said you got a BG mute Ravish, and then he said something weird about my feet. It's technically there should have been a comma there.
Okay, Jay Harris, he said, what up, AGS AGS, great podcast as usual. Why can't a woman who is sexually active can't get birth control or take a morning after pill?
Because that shit don't always work.
Sometimes that
shit don't always work.
Yeah,
I think we are talking about the small cases that doesn't work though.
Yeah.
But in a country this large, the small cases is still a lot of people.
Yeah.
Listen, you know the consequences when you have unprotected sex and you let a nigga shoot up in you. So deal with it for the most part at the end of the day. Maybe one, but you do have a lot of women that take advantage of abortions, dog. It's almost like, go ahead, come up in me. If I get pregnant, I'll just abort it. Or a bitch might be like, yo, if I get pregnant, you got that money, right? Yeah, I got it. All right, cool. Shoot up in me.
Yeah, I've been told
We
that.
got a lot of people.
What about those cases where women use
super chat? V Keats and Low Key. He said, "Yo, don't do the podcast and on adrenaline again." Goddamn.
He's talking to you, nigga. He's talking to
Can't
you.
even read. You so
This motherfucker can't read.
Wait, my bad. I was trying to get the other one. He said, "Ravishing." If you say, "Listen, he said one more goddamn time." I don't know. Anyway.
Look, he said that's why he didn't want to take fine. He didn't want to give that extra
pregnancy as a weapon.
Adderall. He said Adderall. Okay, my bad.
Slow down, y'all. Listen, we definitely gonna have to get some more order up in this motherfucker. I'll be trying not to be like, holler at motherfuckers because, you know what I mean? I don't want to have to fuck one of y'all up, but I'm just trying to be nice. So let's just talk. Let's just let other people talk and stop talking over each other, please.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me ask something.
One more
Other
super
than
chat.
getting chicks like pregnant, man, like my whole life, I didn't want to catch nothing, nigga. There's niggas out there dying from all types of dumb shit because a chick is just easy to let a nigga bust off in her raw. Fuck that. So I was always protected all the way up.
I almost got caught up. It was a chick who had HIV, man.
Oh my god,
man.
All that.
Oh man, no wonder you going bald. Hey yo, Master. Hey yo, Persona and Candace didn't really answer me. Master, he said y'all didn't really answer his question.
I don't know what his
All
question
right.
was.
Well, like if
His question was hold on, let me get his question.
I think it was the one if some dude.
It was if a girl or wife wants to abort, but the man wants to keep it, how do y'all?
I said take it to court. That's what I said.
I don't think you could take it to
First
court.
of all, you're not even gonna know she's pregnant unless she tells you. So if she
that
doesn't want
makes
to
it
keep
right.
it, she's not gonna tell
Got
you.
you.
It doesn't make
crazy.
it right. But if you want to carry the baby, go for it. But until men can do that, you still have to deal with whether a woman feels like she's ready to carry the baby. I'm sorry, that's just
I
how
just
it
feel
is.
like that's double standards.
That's
I do.
bullshit.
How is it a double standard?
Nah,
Can you
I
carry the
don't-
baby?
It's not that.
So
It's
what?
you shouldn't be able to just you shouldn't be able to just kill your kid if the dad wants to keep it. That makes no
Exactly.
sense. to me.
Bullshit.
Just being
You
real. Look,
aren't gonna know if you want to keep it or not if she doesn't tell you she's pregnant. How are you gonna know you want to keep something you don't
All
know?
this
exists?
and-
look, just
That
being
money
real though.
after she
Some
tells me
chicks.
she did it?
Hold on, some chicks just don't. They scared to have a baby. Man.
Hey.
They scared to be fucking
Exactly.
pregnant.
Hey,
Well, stop letting niggas shoot up in you then.
Exactly. But at the same
What if it's an
time,
accident though?
but if it's a successful dude that says,
No
look, if you
motherfucking
don't want
accident.
nothing to do with these kids, let me take him, give me full custody.
Oh, if
give me
he was
nothing
successful, she's
about
gonna
that.
keep it just
She
for a
still
paycheck.
has to
Yeah, I
go
was
through
gonna say,
9
yeah.
months of pregnancy.
make
If
it
he's
guap, she definitely
successful
keep
and he
9
wants to
months,
get a
hey,
surrogate,
I like
go
nothing.
for it.
Real quick, shout out to Michael Pruitt. He said y'all acting like Loqueesha's right now.
I mean, there's chicks that get knocked up by rich people just to lock them down. Like
Facts.
Exactly.
like it's
Facts.
on their side too. Look, if you didn't want to pay $1,500 pretty much a day in child support, you should have wrapped
But,
it up.
I
Like,
mean,
And then there's people like Trump who pay their mistresses to have abortions because they don't want to deal with all that messiness. So
And
it's on all sides.
Well,
Don't
yeah,
act
because
like
he's
this is
fucking
just
married.
shit.
That's why he don't want to deal with the messiness.
No, but that's not the point. If he didn't want to deal with it, should
I'm
he not
just
have
saying,
wrapped it up?
No, I'm saying that's true. That's true. But we just know why he's doing it.
yeah,
But
then
like
you
I
got,
said, why doesn't the man get a say so in this?
Yeah, he should.
Because if the woman wants to have it and you don't, they still force you to pay for it.
And I agree that that's wrong. I think that if dudes don't want to be a part of the kid's life, then they should be able
just
to get
don't
out
put
of it.
yourself
They
on
still
the,
getting
on the
that
birth
child support,
certificate.
whether he wants it or not.
facts.
I mean, but like I said,
Facts.
like y'all trying to say about chicks, wrap it up if you don't want to deal with that.
If that's
Oh,
what
wait,
that's
wait, wait, you ain't agree with it, Candace.
No,
But now
hold
you
up,
saying
Candace.
that.
No, I'm not saying it's right. I'm just exposing you. You guys use that argument against
Look at her
women,
now.
but get mad when I
Look
use
at
it
her now.
against
Look at her
you.
now.
Y'all act like
We
you don't
didn't use that
understand.
argument. We said it
You
from a
know
mid.
Oh, look at her
Let me
now.
say this.
She's
Look at
switching up.
So
Candace,
you don't see the
Candace-
irony in it. You don't
Candace,
see
you're
the fact.
picking.
we didn't-
Listen, Candace, you're being selective. You're picking the
No,
argument that
I'm
fits your
not. I
narrative.
literally
Yes, you
just
are.
said
Yes,
that
you
it's
are.
not right.
Yes, you are.
Kansas,
Yes, you
we
are.
use it from a negativity point of a man
Landis.
of a chick being
Her
pregnant.
name is Land. We're gonna put an L. Landis is new
Okay,
name.
look, I said a dude should not be forced. I said a dude should not be forced
Yeah.
to take care of a kid he does not want to keep. That's the same reason why I said a dude does not get a choice
But
if a
then you
woman
jump
wants
on
to
it while
keep
he
it.
should wrap
But
it up. That's
it's
what we
not
been
a dude's
saying all
choice.
along.
If a chick wants him to pay child support, whether he wants it or not, it's gonna happen.
No, I said a chick.
Yeah, you can't
I said
even
a
apply
dude
for-
should not have to pay child support.
The
That's a
moment-
government
Have a
thing.
choice.
Well, no,
That's
no,
way
the government-
he
what
has
happens-
no choice.
What happens if a chick goes and gets any kind of medical card for her kid? They're going to first thing you have to do is go for child support. Most
That's
states
a
won't
government
even
thing,
let
and
you
it's
do.
not right. But that doesn't
But-
mean let's force women to have chicks because we're forced to pay child support. I mean, force women to have babies because we're forced to pay child support.
I feel like both of them have to be addressed. I just don't feel.
Woo!
Hey, Landis, you be switching your shit up a lot.
My whole thing is we shouldn't be forcing people to be parents that don't want to be parents. That's the end of it. Like you
be
shouldn't force a
preventive.
woman to carry a baby. You shouldn't, and you shouldn't force a man to pay that for a child he doesn't want to be a part of.
But
It
you-
just
Alright,
breeds
shout out to
But it's
resentment.
not looking like they're
till this day-
changing.
Yeah,
Why?
till this
Part.
day,
The
no man has
problem is-
no choice. Till this
Hey,
day,
let me
no
get to
man
this
has
super
no
chat real
choice.
quick. Shout outs to V Keeps It Low Key. He said, why humans can't live like the civilized Christians that they are? Oh, yeah, because they pick and choose what rules and commandments to obey. Carry on, people. Good podcast, aside from the Adderall issue.
Because not everyone is a Christian, but okay.
That's true, too. And shout outs to Darth Oshala, whatever. Guess that's some anime shit or something. I don't know. How does abortion or lack thereof solve the issue of a woman wanting an abortion, but a man want the kid, or vice versa? Seems stupid to bring up. That issue should be resolved another way.
I mean, most of the time it can't be solved. Can you even get a DNA test in the first couple before you're able to get an abortion?
Rando, we're not reading that, Rando.
No, I ain't reading that bullshit.
Go ahead, Attic.
Can you even get a DNA test in the first couple weeks before you can't get an abortion?
I don't think so.
Because how are you going to even know, like, some chicks be loose. How you going to even know it's your kid? Like,
hey, Landis, they said you exposed yourself.
I saw that, but I didn't expose myself. Y'all just didn't get what I was trying to say. Y'all just kept talking over me like you do. So
we heard exactly what you said.
I got you.
Nah, exactly. You heard what you wanted to hear.
Okay.
All right.
Landis. All right,
Okay.
Landis.
I don't have an issue with abortion. One of the thing, I don't think it should be about religion, though, because I do think that's being pushed
and that's the problem. That's the biggest issue.
If the woman needs it for her well-being, that's one thing, but don't do it because the Bible says they need to be alive.
Yeah, and that's all they're about here down the south. The Bible Belt, like they said.
Yeah,
but they're bringing in church and state, which religion and state, which they shouldn't. But
at the end of the day,
shit is down here.
These people were. I got a scenario for y'all though, right? So this is a scenario that actually happened within my my wife's family. So her sister got pregnant, and so this new law passes, right? She actually has kidney failure. If she kept that baby, she would have died.
Yeah, that's also an issue.
Some girls are afraid to carry a fucking baby because they think they might die, or it's a lot of agony, all that kind of shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just trying to explain to y'all that y'all.
Have anybody been through abortion in here? Like cycle or
Persona did.
I mean,
I haven't.
No,
I haven't been through an abortion, but I've been through a miscarriage situation.
I have.
I would have had one if I was pregnant. So I thought I was pregnant and I scheduled an abortion.
So how did you think you was, but you wasn't?
No, I was under a lot of stress and I missed my period.
You missed your period? Okay. Yeah.
You scheduled an abortion before it was even confirmed. God damn.
I missed my period. If I lived in Alabama, I would have needed to do that. Because you need to schedule an abortion before you know you're pregnant.
And there's actually, matter of fact, there's actually 3 across the entire state that are still open.
Damn.
Well, I've seen a couple. I think one doctor said they're going to still perform abortions even when the law passes.
Just fly out the country. Go somewhere else.
Not another country, another state.
It's illegal to go out of the country. I mean, to leave the state for abortion under this law.
People do that all the time.
Shout out to Tony Wood 25. He said, "Solution: women should have to pay a fee to abort, unless sex crime. Also, after a few of them, maybe a law to force tube tying." What y'all think?
I agree with that.
I agree with that.
If you have a couple abortions, you should be forced to have your tubes tied. But at the end of the day, like, are you going to stop someone from reproducing just because they've had a couple abortions? It's a gray area. Like, it's a hard thing to really put in stone.
I mean, but you're still putting regulations on someone's body.
That has nothing to do with you, unless yeah.
Well, I mean, we're just having a conversation.
Yeah, but hey, Persona, you did say you were fine if one chick has a bunch of abortions. It doesn't affect you, though, right? You did say that.
Yeah.
See, the mentality.
I don't know. Like I said, if Mary Sue across the country,
you're okay with one chick having 8 abortions, though, right? Okay.
I don't know. I don't know her. I don't know that she's doing this. So how am I supposed to feel any type of way? I don't know this is happening. This is why I'm saying this stuff doesn't affect me because I don't know.
Man.
The person that lives down the block from me might have had 5 abortions. I don't know.
It don't make it right.
A good amount.
I don't know.
So every abortion that's ever happened across the country has nothing to do with you, Ravish. You affected by that?
I know, but you know what?
Yes.
It don't make it right. That's a life.
Yes,
Yes,
it
But
does. Affect
are you directly affected?
No, what I'm saying is, that's a life.
Listen. This may sound like this may sound like a stretch. But that child could be doing something. Imagine if Obama's
That child
mama
could be a
aborted.
mass murderer.
It doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter.
Really trying out here. That shit. Y'all know goddamn well y'all don't give a fuck.
Okay,
Last son of
this may
Krypton
sound
had
like a
ass.
stretch.
Come on, let's
Hold
move
on,
on.
hold on, hold on.
Hey, man, yeah, we gotta-
Come on. What Dark Cloud is saying is, what if that child would have to grow up and
Cure cancer.
And be the next cool shooter.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like you guys are laughing, but I'm saying it could be a reach, but it's
But it
still
could go
something
the other
that
way
could
though.
happen.
That
No,
child
that is
could be
a
the next
reach.
That could be a psycho.
man,
He
that
could
ain't-
kill it.
that ain't
No,
no
I was gonna say that's a double-edged sword because he could grow up to be a serial killer.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but we deal with that anyway. So
Of
I
course
mean,
we do,
I
but
don't think we have the.
That's a Space Jam reach, player. But it's
Yeah,
all
you definitely.
I literally said it was a reach though, but I'm just saying though, like that kid.
Oh shit!
Like,
Could be the next Tupac, baby. Next Nipsey. Could be the
Oh,
next
motherfucker.
Obama, baby. Don't
Yo,
kill
just
me, baby.
I don't know, man.
Oh,
Just looking at my little girl just walk past, I'm thinking to myself, I could have aborted her.
Yeah,
Fuck
you
out of here with
you
that,
didn't
man.
know.
But
That's what I
That's
did.
what
And
you did.
Everyone else.
But hold on, wait,
But we have-
hold on. Who's that talking? So I know who to address. Who just said that? DC. That right there, what you just said, that affects you and your family directly. That's something that affects you. Now, does Mary Sue down the block from you doing it affect you? Be honest.
Fuck no.
It does
No,
affect
don't.
me.
No.
It
Let's
really
be
does.
real. No. Let's be
It
real.
really does.
that
No, it
affect
don't.
you?
Yeah, I'm pro-life, baby.
That
Hey,
affects you.
I'm
So you tell
listen,
wait.
I'm the
So you
same.
telling
Listen,
her
I'm
doing
the
it down the
same
block
type-
affects
I'm the
you? And
same
like,
dude that would get out of my house and possibly go in harm's way to protect somebody. So yes, it affects me.
Yeah,
I'm that
how?
guy.
That's
I'm
a
that guy.
you read it, man.
That's a
All
lot.
right, so
I'm
go
that
protect
guy.
every motherfucker across the country, DC.
I did. I joined the army. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
I know,
exactly.
nigga.
Exactly.
Yo,
Melvin.
Travis, shit.
Yeah. He
Fucking right
made it.
now.
Hey,
I'm
Melvin,
talking right
Melvin,
now. Go
yo,
down the
Melvin,
block
he
and
made
help
it,
out
Melvin.
whoever the
Yo,
fuck it
he
is.
made it. He made it past the potato room, nigga. He got in there. He got it. He made it past the basic
Yeah, I ain't been
training.
to jail neither, nigga.
He,
Fuck
he
you.
made it past basic training.
Eat his dick, nigga. I ain't been to jail, nigga.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We hard. You know what I'm saying?
This nigga, man.
Melvin, soft ass. Go,
Shut your ass up, bitch ass nigga.
Here we go again.
Oh, he got me. No, he got me. I'm gonna take my L. I'm gonna take my.
Y'all niggas stupid, man.
Nigga got hurt in basic training.
Oh shit.
All right,
but
yeah. This is coming from the-
Persona, I'm a different type of guy, man. Like I've been in multiple cases where I shouldn't be trying to help people and almost get hurt.
Okay, so you
I'm
know
a
what?
different
Okay,
type of person.
that's fair. So you're a different
You
type
can't
of
help me
person.
get a TV for review, though, right? Fuck out of here.
The average Joe Schmo ain't you. Now, not saying what you doing that is a negative. That's commendable. I respect you. Thank you for your service, all that good stuff. But the average person isn't like that. And the average person isn't thinking, oh, that woman sitting across from me might have had X amount of abortions. I'm mad at her. She needs, like, they're not thinking that. They're probably thinking, damn, she's fine. I want to fuck. You feel me? No one's thinking, no one walks around thinking, oh my God, this woman's probably had this amount of abortions. We need regulations.
Nobody said that. Nobody said that though.
But Ravish, what I'm asking you is, how does the person across the country getting abortions affect you directly?
Because
It don't.
No. What you say,
But I thought the topic was should abortions be wrong?
Yeah.
So like it's a general conversation.
No,
like
I think
we
it should be
shouldn't
like-
even really be part of that conversation. It's if it's wrong or not.
Yeah, nobody said all that.
Let me get to the super chat. VP for low key said, here's an idea. Control your damn selves. One thing causes babies. If you don't want any, don't do that thing. Simple.
Facts.
You can't control yourselves. All right. Don't do drugs, kids.
Facts.
And one more. Hold on. We got one more. I think we got a couple more. Oh no. Okay. Biz the Kid Gaming. He said, that's a life. Not all mass murderers affect you either, but there are laws and regulations for it. It's wrong. I'll say my opinion.
So how many pro-life motherfuckers we got in here?
You amoral motherfuckers don't care. You young cucks don't care about life. It is what it is.
All right, pro-lifer. help out all the motherfucking adopted kids. Go help out all the kids that are up for adoption right now.
So make sure you guys who are pro-life and want all these people to have these kids, make sure y'all all adopt at least 5.
Yeah, go adopt.
Because there's way.
Hold on. Listen,
you were
pause
just
up.
talking a ton.
Pause. If the doctor said that we couldn't have, we were gonna adopt.
I know that.
So,
I know that. You said it before. So I'm talking to Ravish and everybody else. You gotta try, but Ravish don't got no kids, right? And you want all these people to make sure they have kids. Well, make sure you take care of them once they're here.
Yeah,
but you don't got no kids.
Listen, hell no! I told you I was responsible. Wait, but I'm also MGTOW. But I was gonna tell Candace if I ever
MGTOW. Oh no.
Yeah. Hey, wait. I know.
What's wrong with MGTOW?
Hold on. Wait, Candace. If I would have ever get married though, I would adopt. I would be an option. Yeah.
Oh man.
You know how long that takes, right?
That's a lengthy process.
It takes years to
deep into your background.
I know. A friend of mine was actually gonna adopt. Yeah, no,
I had a teacher when I was in high school.
That's why you got all these kids in foster care now, because ain't nobody trying to go.
I had a teacher in high school that was adopting, and it took her and her husband 3 years just to adopt one child.
Yeah, shout out.
It's not a quick process.
Shout out to Thought Crimes. They said the actual they said kids are being abused in the adoption agencies. That's actually true. And
yeah, the system is fucked. We talked about this.
Yeah, definitely. That's true.
But y'all want them to add more people.
Hold up, but kids are also abused in their own homes.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, and then that's when the child services comes in and puts them in the fucking system that we just talked about.
You know what? It's definitely more likely in adopt. I remember I grew up with 2 dudes that were adopted, and it seemed like that one, the mom had her own kids, and she would just take the money and spit it on her family. And these dudes were wearing like the same clothes through the whole school year. Shit was crazy. So yeah,
I don't understand.
Now this is the thing though. One thing I do agree that regulations do need to be put in places. There does need to be, whenever a child is born, there does need to be more laws and protections for fathers, so that fathers aren't getting the short end of the stick when it comes to women that weaponize the pregnancy and try to get back at the man. Don't let him see the kid, and don't let him, all that other shit. Like, oh, I'm not letting you see the kid, but you still got to pay me type shit. Like,
I think
protections and things like that.
I think but it doesn't know. There's a lot of it. Just
the courts are very in favor of the woman.
It depends on who the judge is these days.
That is true, and I agree that laws need to be put, like more laws and more strict laws need to be put in place to favor the man. Or give the man a better,
I just know that my brother got full custody of his son. But here's the thing. Like, a lot of people seem to misunderstand my point. They seem to think that I personally care how other people, I personally think people should be allowed to have 100,000 abortions. It's not that I think that. It's not that I want to put a number. Hold on, because
got a phone call.
Yeah,
you might as well get that super chat, I guess.
Phone ringing.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a super chat.
All right, so it's not that I feel like people should have an unlimited amount of abortions. It's that I don't think it's my right to tell somebody else what they should be doing with their body. Like, if you guys don't want your girlfriend to have an abortion, then I hope you are having that. Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah, Ravish and be quiet.
Nigga, shut your fuck ass up, nigga.
No, you've been talking like nonstop.
You've been talking non-fucking stop today. Shut up.
When?
What you mean when? Listen to the whole goddamn podcast and tell me when.
Shut your soft ass up. Go ahead.
Shut your ass up, nigga. Take your ass back to prison, nigga.
I ain't never been to jail. What the hell?
Fuck you talking about? You said you just got convicted for a fucking murder and shit, right, nigga?
No. I said I was a murder suspect, dummy.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have got injured in that process. But go ahead, Candace.
So anyway, what I'm saying is, like, if y'all don't want the women in your life to have abortions, then that needs to be a conversation, from jump. Then I also hope you guys are either wrapping it up or discussing the fact about having kids. And then in that way, you get to make sure that the life you take a part in makes it into this world. But you don't have no say over somebody else's life. Like, unless you are directly going to support that woman and her child, Stop it. Like, I don't understand why people are trying to make it seem more than it is. People are in the chat and you guys are also like, well, what if she had 5 abortions? Well, what if she's married? Well, what if we can sit here and do what if all day. What if the kid is like the next Jesus, like literally the next Jesus? Oh my God. You know, like we could do that all day. But like fucking what ifs are just that. What ifs?
You all right, Candace? You sound hurt.
Yeah, I don't know.
Shout out to Tony Wood 25. He said, I am no beta male, but the chat need to respect Candace's opinion. Disagree intelligently, please. I don't agree, but not being a jerk about it.
Right.
All right.
Dudes gotta be careful because the laws benefit women like 100% of the time anyway. So be preventive.
These don't.
Be responsible.
These don't.
Your pop in the chat. Shout outs to Kid Smooth. Shout outs for
these laws don't benefit women at all.
Well, they do in
Alabama, Georgia, and Ohio. They don't benefit.
Yeah, but nobody cares about Alabama and Georgia anyway. Talk about California.
Are you crying?
Yeah, I'm sobbing right now.
All right, man. Yeah, we about to get up out of here, man. We well past the time, but we owed y'all some minutes.
Who the fuck is that?
Your plug,
huh?
Somebody outside. Never mind.
What's going on, man?
Somebody outside screaming. Y'all don't hear that shit?
No.
I don't hear nothing.
I'd rather not hear that.
You're not in the ghetto, so I don't know. Maybe that's
This nigga always assuming I'm in the ghetto, but okay.
You live on top of a corner store, don't you? The bodega.
No, I don't.
Who's at the bodega?
Yo, this nigga's crazy.
You was on top of the bodega. All right, my bad, man. All love, man. Yo, but we about to get up.
I used to think them motherfuckers was rich, man. When I was little.
Huh?
You live right on top of the stove too? Oh man.
That's lit. Right downstairs. Yeah, we about to get up out of here, man. We appreciate everybody for coming through, man. Interesting topic today. Yeah, man. It's like when you leave from this podcast, then you go watch some bullshit about video games. It's like you gotta restart. Like
niggas ain't gonna have nothing to talk about for about 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, that's true too. So E3, right?
And afterwards, it's gonna be dry as fuck.
Your brain gotta realign. It's like, hold on, I just came over here for having deep conversations, and now we talking about fucking Microsoft and Sony teaming up and shit. So
yeah, I wonder how this conversation would have been if we were all sitting in front of each other,
bro.
No offense, Dark Cloud, but I think
it would have been respectable.
I think Dark Cloud would have hit someone by now.
Oh my god.
Man, Ravishing would have probably shot somebody.
Dark Cloud like 5'6", man. Don't be scared of this.
5'11", sir.
Oh, you short. Shout out to Drake Clan. He said best podcast.
Said when I fucking drop kick you in your chest.
You gotta listen.
You're gonna drop kick Hard8's gonna look just like
I'm gonna do just like
that Arnold thing.
Yo, you gotta
Hard8 ain't gonna move one
bit. First of all, Hard8 lost mad weight. That didn't get dropped real easily.
No. I lost weight and gained weight. Now I'm trying to lose it again.
Damn, Hard8.
Shit, rough.
Stop doing them bird food diets.
Yeah, you gotta stop doing diets. You gotta pick like a workout routine and just change the way you eat. Like no one's gonna stay in shape doing a specific diet. That shit's not gonna work.
All right. Thanks for the encouragement. The low key, he said everybody hug Candace before we leave. Hugs. Yeah, you did. Your voice was a little choppy, like you was about to cry a little bit.
I was holding back tears. You heard that shit?
It did sound like it, just a little bit.
Yeah, I was reaching for the tissue and shit. I was like, they just not.
That's why you was like, hold on. I know we know.
Candace right now sound like she want to chop somebody with a machete.
Low key,
I think she wants to
got it, but like,
start with all these lawmakers down here.
It's more anger than sadness, but you know.
Candace.
Go watch the Batgirl join and get happy again when you see two girls.
Yeah. What? Watch what? Maybe I will. Tell me what to watch.
I said the Batgirl.
Oh yeah, but Drew said it was trash. I do look trust Drew more than DC.
It's cool, Candace. I hate you too.
Oh shit.
That's crazy. Anyway, we about to get to these outros, man. Let's start with the first guest, Persona.
Hey guys, Persona of Gaming with Persona. First off, thank you for the invite, Ravish. Thank you for everybody for having me on the podcast. Hard8, DC, Candace, all you guys. Thank you for having me. Great conversations. Really lit, really dope podcast. Really fun. Although we all disagreed, or I think we all can still walk away from this from having respect for each other. It's a great thing about people. We all have difference of opinions.
Free will, baby.
Yep. So although we, voices got low raised and whatever, there's no. I'm just saying, that's all my fault. But yeah, thank you for having me on, and yeah.
You about to give a seminar and shit.
Hey, that's my kind of outro, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Shout out,
yo, Persona. What part of Queens you from?
I'm from Jamaica. That's where I was from.
Oh, I went to Van Buren.
You went to Martin Van Buren High School?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Next with the outro.
Yeah. Okay. I did as well.
Shout out to the new member, Biz the Kid. He joined the channel. Appreciate your love, player. Who we got next? Go ahead, Addict.
I just want to point out real quick, Kid is not in this panel, and I didn't leave, so I want to highlight that. I definitely appreciate the invite. It has been a couple weeks. Ravish has been in my DMs. He was there. He was in there for about 3 weeks every other week, trying to get me on here. But it's been a great conversation, except for the abortion thing. I don't really talk about that too much. But appreciate the invite.
Candace is now blocking people. I see it.
Nah, he said, did you see what he said? He said the podcast is an abortion. It wasn't even about me.
Right. Go ahead. Who we got? Ravish. Go ahead, Ravish.
I believe the children are future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Hey, and shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody on the panel, man. I love you, Landis. Yeah, and Melon Matt, man. It's all love, baby. Hit me on Twitter. You know how we do. See you next week. Yeah.
Go ahead, Melon.
Hashtag fuck them kids.
Right?
Yeah, just hit me up on Twitter. Shout out to Persona and Gaming Act for coming on. We'll see y'all next week.
All right, go ahead, Drew.
Drew Games, check out my channel, and yeah, we out.
Yeah, go ahead, Dark Cloud.
Good ass podcast. Melon, pull that back, bro. Don't be saying shit like that.
You know, Dark Cloud got 18 of them. So
6. Stop giving me more than I want, man. 6.
You want more, don't you?
You know the target is 18. So
nah. I already told y'all that if it's another kid, it's gonna be a Japanese kid. So it ain't. My wife ain't Japanese.
Are you saying that? Hold on, are you low key saying that you'll cheat on your girl for Japanese?
If it happens, it's gonna be that. I'm just saying.
She's not home right now. She's showing off. He's
in that
Dark
before
Cloud
he said that,
crazy.
he went over there and shut that door so she couldn't hear upstairs.
Go ahead, Cycle.
What's up, y'all? This is Cycle. Catch me on Twitter. Great show. Shout out to everybody.
All right, we got a super chat from Jay Harris. He said, "Hugs and kisses for Candace." So
Candace got her a little army over here.
I mean, all right, and then we got Candace.
all right, so hashtag fuck them kids. Maybe next week Ravish will let the rest of us talk, But we'll see you next week, chat.
Yeah. We're gonna make sure Ravish is calmed down next week. Oh, man. Anyway, man, we appreciate everybody for coming through. Shout outs to all the the comments and all the supporters. Shout outs to all the super chat supporters, the Patreon supporters, and everybody that hits the like button, man. Special shout outs to y'all. So make sure y'all do it. Stop being lazy. And we definitely gonna see y'all next week. We definitely owed y'all some minutes. So hopefully we did well, man. But yeah, crazy episode. We just gotta remember to not try to talk over each other so much. And we're gonna get better, man. We ain't perfect in this motherfucker. We ignorant. But we're gonna work on that. So yeah, we out of here, y'all. Deuces.